Good evening and welcome to Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running the game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer. And we're joined today by our good friends...
Jill Denitis, playing Veosenia, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the Human Battle Master.
Thank you for joining us once again. If you are just tuning in for the very first time, Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for Dungeon Masters and guides for players. We got a great video dropping this week on... skills and ability scores.
Going back to basics,
rules explained.
Nice.
Going through how we adjudicate skills and ability checks in D&D 5e. So check that out this Thursday at youtube.com/dungeondudes.
You can also join us Tuesday nights when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
And once again, you can also catch Dungeons of Drakkenheim on all major podcast platforms now, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the Google Play Store as well. So you can take that with you. We are currently going through the backlog, but we should be catching up very, very soon. So check those out on those platforms.
And of course, don't forget to check the links below for our Teespring store where you can find all your favorite t-shirts, or you can check out the link bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
And with that, let's return to the ruins.
Drakkenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakkenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, 3 unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
And we are back to the ruins of Drakkenheim. When last we left our heroes, they had had a bitter confrontation and a fatal duel with Knight Captain Theodore Marshall, and Pluto Jackson slew him, after which they basically burned down about 30 soldiers of the Silver Order.
Thank you.
They wanted to fight.
They wanted to die at that point.
I gave them so many opportunities. Maybe.
How this will bode for the ongoing and escalating situation in Drakkenheim, only time will tell. But our heroes were able to plunder the ruins of the old common hall, the town hall of Drakkenheim, where the administrative buildings and the Lord Mayor's offices were. There they found the circlet of the Lord Mayor, one of the badges of Drakkenheim, as well as plundered the city archives for the old maps and schematics of Drakkenheim's sewer system, revealing the various connections that sprawl underneath the city. This information in tow, they have returned to the clock tower with Jupiter Jones and Ansem and several soldiers of the Hooded Lanterns to recuperate and plan their next move. What will you do?
So I'm feeding my pigeons upstairs while we discuss this, because poor guys haven't got some feed in a while.
It's nice to be out of the haze for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to be above the haze.
Smell it.
Breathe that air.
I'm reading my mom's spell book, trying to find some more stuff. I really want to go back to the Amethyst Academy Tower so I can, talk to her again.
Yeah?
I guess I could do that anywhere.
Can you?
Strictly speaking, yes, you could perform the ritual anywhere.
How long has it been since we did it?
We'll do it tomorrow.
Oh.
That's what you always say when you call your mom. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll just do it. It's like, just do it, man. Just get it out of the way. Don't.
It's not something that needs to be gotten out of the way. It's something that I need to take time
You need to think about your question.
to think about what I want to say to my mother, We don't talk that often.
That's fair. Is it because she's dead?
That's the main reason, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
How's your mother?
Oh, she's great. I'm sure.
When was the last time you wrote her?
She knows I'm happy. We have an understanding.
So what's our next course of action, guys?
Well, like we said before, I think the badges are the most important thing. And so far, we've got a few of them. We've got yours.
We have
For the academy.
The academy, the circlet.
Yes.
Do we have any others? Is it just the two?
I think it's just the two right now. But
How many are there in total?
there's the Lord Commanders, which the
Queen of Thieves has.
There's the one at St. Selena's that we don't know if it's at St. Selena's, but the last time we knew it was at St. Selena's. There's the Cathedral, the High Flame Keeper.
Queen of Thieves has.
Queen has. The Grand Guild Hall. Guildmaster had one. The Assembly Chambers, which we just did, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
What else?
Good notes.
My father's, which the Queen has.
The Queen of Thieves has.
So she's got 3 right now?
And we have 2. And there's
3
2.
of what we know of. We don't know if she's been looking around the rest of the city.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's
I think that's it?
3 that she has, 2 that we have, and possibly
unknowns.
2 unknowns.
Although Jupiter Jones, if you recall, did find out about the Lord Mayors from investigating the Grand Guild Hall, which he had said had been plundered.
So
Plundered.
Yeah, and St. Selena's Abbey is the stronghold of the followers of the Falling Fire.
yes. So I'm assuming that means that the Queen of Thieves possibly has 4? I hope 4 isn't enough to control a giant robot in the middle of the city, because that would be a bad thing.
It would, but at least it can't really climb. Always have that to our advantage. But I think we know where up to 4 of them are right now.
Yeah, we kind of have them all gathered in one spot, and I think
It was all part of the plan.
we just, let our enemy collect all the badges so that it's easier for us.
Then we have to kill 1 person instead of 4.
Right?
Just
One
math.
Scary person
1 very
with
terrifying.
the dinosaur.
Is she right behind us?
Is she one of us? Am I the Queen of Thieves?
Why would you say that?
I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm
What's
messing.
one thing you know about me that the Queen of Thieves wouldn't know about me?
You have a birthmark under your 6th nipple.
Okay, you're Sebastian.
He knows. You know.
True.
We can always test with Ignatius.
Oh, well, is he?
I know we're kind of in a fight right now, but I feel like when the time is right, he won't let me down. And I'm going to wait until that moment to find out.
Can you try to find out right now? Like,
Right now?
is Ignatius doing anything?
Ignatius, help us.
And I'm gonna say Ignatius, but in like a very like Ignatius, like try to coax him out.
The sword, you can lift the sword and carry it, but to coax the flames from the blade, you cannot.
You're gonna have to do something like super heroic to earn him back.
Not just heroic, but like
Righteously heroic.
For the flame.
for the flame.
For the flame.
Can I reverse killing? Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Well,
wait. We'll
No.
kill the Queen of Thieves. We'll get the thingy from the High Flame Keeper back. We'll go light the fires at the cathedral. And then we will be the new religious order in Drakkenheim.
I don't know about religious order. We'd be a order.
Maybe we do. Maybe we cleanse the.
But for today, we need to plan against the Queen of Thieves.
I was like,
and
we'll
we
get on
got-
Ignatius's good side later.
we got schematics for the sewers, right?
We do.
And it just so happens that I recall an entrance into the Queen of Thieves' lair through the sewers.
Joe, you can wield Ignatius during this period, but the flames will not function for currently,
Okay.
right?
I will find a way to win him back.
He's a regular
The
boy.
other thing that may be of interest to you is that you are able to identify that the powers of the Lord Mayor's circlet functions as a helm of telepathy.
Does it require attunement?
It does. And so... I misspoke. I always get these ones mixed up. It does not function as a helm of telepathy. It functions as a medallion of thoughts. And so it has 3 charges, and while wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast Detect Thoughts from it. And it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Anybody have room?
I can't have one.
Because you...
Because I am the Lord Commander and I can only wield the Lord Commander's badge.
What about... Nobody ever gave me restrictions as an archmage.
Yeah, is this a restriction that they put on you? Like one of those, like, you shouldn't have this much power, but then we just kind of give it to you anyways?
It's anyone who the city should not, and... I mean, I'm new to this job, so I don't want to get in trouble right off the bat.
You want to wait for your first 90 days to clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And I double mistaked it. It is a helm of telepathy, not a medallion of thoughts. They're just they both cast Detect Thoughts. It's just that the helm of telepathy also has the ability to send telepathic messages, and when you are focusing on a creature with Detect Thoughts, you can send a suggestion at them as well once per day.
I huck Ignatius off of the roof. No.
As part of my role, I cannot have, and I will stand by that because, I want to do a good job.
I could drop the Pearl of Power and nobody put any restrictions on me that I know of to not wear
a bunch of badges.
I just give you like a look like...
Nobody told me not to, and until it's better to ask forgiveness.
What if we gave it? To Jupiter?
I don't want him.
Is he part of the team now?
I don't want him reading our thoughts.
Is he part of the team now?
we like I don't Ansem. Like maybe we can we
as an extension of Veo's requirements. It cannot be given to a member of the Hooded Lanterns or anyone under Veo's direct command.
Oh, Lem. Let's give it to Lem, right?
No.
You're cool with that?
I think, you know what? Jupiter's not a bad idea if you can't take it, Pluto.
I could drop either my ring...
Wait.
Or the amulet of wound closure.
Yeah, as much as I trust Jupiter sometimes... on occasion.
I don't know about this. Yeah.
We're giving him a badge.
That's a bit big.
And having him, we're going to be parting ways with him soon.
Yeah. Do you think, Pluto, you would get more value out of being telepathic than you would doing
from
the
not
spells?
Dying? Oh, the spells? Oh, I love the spells, though.
Or not dying,
Oh, man.
Can always heal you.
I love not dying, too.
Yeah.
So many.
Especially if we're going to take on the queen.
I mean, do we need to use it? Can't we just hang on to it?
Why don't we hang on to it and we'll figure it out as we go.
Well, we need to take an hour at least, right?
Yeah, to attune to it, to use it.
I'm as a Caspian brother, Jupiter has proven himself time and time again.
Don't give him a badge of the city.
He's a loyal comrade.
Give him the non-dying one. What was that?
Harry up to
and I mean, it doesn't actually not make me die. It just helps with my death saves. But if worse comes to worse, you guys will save me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm fast. I can save you fast.
I huck the amulet off.
No, don't huck it. You can
I
keep
start
it.
throwing
Just don't
it, and you
attune to it.
grab it, grab the chain.
No.
So you are going to wear the helm of telepathy. Okay.
Do it.
And now is it imposing? Can I wear my regular helmet over top of it?
It
cool?
Functions as a helmet telepathy, but the Lord Mayor's circlet, it is a simple silver circlet that can be worn underneath your helmet.
Can I wear it on my arm? Because my muscles are so big.
Yes, but you would need to wear it on your head to focus its power.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Because it sends other people's thoughts right into your brain mind.
Okay.
That's the sound that I want you to make every time you use it.
I'll hang on to the wound closure thing.
Okay.
And I will attune to the circlet of telepathy.
So
we're going after the queen.
We need a guide for the sewers.
We have a map now.
Well, true. Okay, we need a infiltration army.
We do. We need more people.
I still like our idea of having ground assault.
So what is your plan? Exactly.
The plan, and you guys can work with me on this.
Can fill
The
it
plan
in,
that I remember
Yep.
is we are going to have the Hooded Lanterns and the Caspians draw the Queen's Men out on the surface, not engaging in like huge open combat, but draw them out and start picking them off to like make a commotion
They should
upstairs.
totally have a tournament.
Sure.
Okay. Tournament.
Whatever draws people out of the Queen's hideout. Then we go in with the Ratlings through the sewers and we send them in to cause mayhem from the underside. And during all this mayhem,
Sneak in.
we find our way to the Queen and assassinate her. Because it's going to be that easy.
We walk in, we kill her, we walk out.
Yeah.
Totally.
2 consumables.
Fight a T-Rex maybe in the meantime.
And we're
Also
done.
find and defuse a bomb, or find and obtain a bomb that's been stolen from
I don't
us.
know if she would. Well, she might bomb something else. We'll go
Okay.
for it.
If she's desperate enough, she could blow up many things, and I just need that bomb.
So I can tell you a few things about the maps that you found. They show the main positions of the central sewer lines. So the main sewer system extends out from collects through the industrial district, and a main line runs under Champion's Way. And then that line actually then veers to the west, where it deposits most of the sewage and the waste from the south part of the city into the Dran River, about where Styx's Ferry is. And from there is another secondary line that runs parallel to Champion's Way, from the north to the south. But this line, looking at the maps and looking at what you know about Drakkenheim, this line of the sewer has likely been runs underneath where the crater is now.
Crushed.
Although it would continue forward from there. Conceivably, depending on... No one surveyed the crater and no one knows the damage, so it's entirely possible that the parts of the sewer could have been exposed and open to the crater itself, depending on what is still surviving in that area. Although it has been 15 years and probably some of those holes have closed up. You also know that from looking at the maps and what you remember of when you were at Buckledown Row, one of the smaller sewer lines runs under Buckledown Row, and you can very quickly identify the area where there was that cistern where you fought those crocodiles, and figure out, oh yeah, this is approximately where that is. And you can see that there's other connections of another large sewage shaft that you remember from when you were in the Queen's dungeons.
Like when we were trying to escape.
Yes.
And we found
there
that
was
like
that caved in-
and we saw that like hole.
And I crawled in, and then it was like, well, this goes on for a while, and I crawled back out. Yeah.
Well, that cavern is not marked on the map. But the actual shaft is marked there. So you can see how, from these maps, how these all connect together. And based on what you know, the Buckledown Row basically connects to the main sewage line. The only other lines leading into that are the ones that come from the crater itself. So it's either it goes right out Buckledown Row, Champion's Way, out to the river, or this other line that connects from the craters going in. So if you wanted to, so aside from that, there are other entrance points. You could probably find other entryways into kind of the peripheral smaller tunnels, but these would be ones where you could even be crawling on your hands and knees down these smaller lines, because that part of the city, the spokes it has the least well developed sewer of the rest of Drakkenheim.
I just got this new coat.
Prestidigitation, and we're gonna go down in the sewer.
Okay.
To make it dirty?
Do you guys?
And I do that.
Oh.
Now you're okay with going in the sewer now.
You're fine.
Do you guys have anything that you want to add or change about plan? I'm going to call it Operation Mayhem.
Well, the main question
I want to
would
change
be-
the name.
would be whether you wanted to try to seek out those caverns, whether you wanted to go in from the shaft or the cistern. Right, so there's the cistern where you originally went trying to find the Queen of Thieves' stronghold, so you could go that way.
Mm-hmm.
You could use the maps to make your way to the cistern, which leads to the Queen of Thieves' dungeons, but that goes through the sewer. Or you could try and find where that cavern is that connects to the dungeon as well, but that's not on the maps. And where that would lead out from and where that would lead to is completely is not known. And then if you did want to go towards where Buckle Down Row is, you might also want to consider whether you want to approach from somewhere else in the city or from the river exit or from below Champion's Way. Like where you want to come from as well.
Navigator?
Also looking at this, the sewers potentially offer the Queen of Thieves considerable avenues of escape.
So if we are bringing the ratlings in, it might be cool to bring a small band with us up to cause some stuff, but leave most of them down there to block exits. So we could actually go to the ratlings, show them the map. They know the sewers. They've been hanging out in there. So we could get them to like group up at all the exits from Buckle Down Row and kill anybody who isn't one of us.
I'm just saying, if the queen really wants to get out, do you think she won't be able to do something to some ratlings?
I'm hoping for an overwhelming number, and she wouldn't expect to run into them in her
Ratlings?
escape routes.
Yeah, true.
Like, if you're running through the sewers and 18 ratlings jump on you and start shanking you, it's going to be a tough time. And at least, like, hopefully we would be able to chase her. And the ratlings will at least slow her down.
Or maybe tell us where she's going.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get them to keep, follow her if she gets away, or whoever gets away.
Yeah.
Maybe we can lure her into some kind of trap. Like, I like the idea of getting, like, ratlings to jump her, or, like, lure her to, like, a gelatinous cube.
This is why, like, with the ratlings in the sewers, and the hooded lanterns and the Caspians on the surface, and then we go in to fish her out.
Fish people.
Fish people. I don't know how they fit
Fish.
in.
No.
But
Okay, I like this. I like this plan.
I think if we can push her up into an ambush, that would be probably the best way.
that's ideal, but backup is the Rat Prince.
Yeah, I think we need to get them involved for sure. And promise him all the thieves he can eat. I mean...
No, absolutely promise him all the thieves he can eat.
Yeah, that's my default.
We also, though, we do have to keep a little separation because I don't know how much the Caspians and the Hooded Lanterns are going to like working side by side. Our rat compadres.
That's
They
why they
definitely
won't
need to not meet.
Yeah, I think we need to keep them. Yeah, we need to keep them on different.
90-day probation.
Yeah,
It's on a need-to-know basis. Each sect has their job,
Instructions.
and they don't need to know about the others.
Okay. You think it's... Yeah? Now, question is, which way are we going to go in? So, I think if we... I don't
honest,
think we should
yeah.
go based on the crater. I'm worried about that one.
I like the one. I like trying to find the hole you crawled into.
I like that idea. I say that we look for a bit. If it seems like it's failing, I would second option would be the dungeons, I think.
Because that could potentially get us right inside.
Because if we go through the cistern, we have to do that riddle again. Even though we think we know the answer, what if they change
Isn't that the
riddle?
dungeons?
If they change the,
No,
what? I'm
that's-
just not drinking anything in this. I'm gonna just
Do you need
say
some water?
it. Nope. I mean, I'll drink it now, but no. I'm worried. I am worried about anything that we drink down there.
Yeah.
So let's just
I
make
mean,
a
we are
pact.
crawling through sewers, so
Let's
don't,
just bring
don't
our
drink anything.
BYOB. Just BYOB.
Cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Bring your own.
So that's our plan to get in.
Butts.
Where are we going from? You said you want to avoid the.
I want to avoid the crater.
So
I
what are
think if
other
we
options?
can. So the other options were Buckle Down Row.
You could come down Champion's Way from inside the city,
Yep.
or come up from the sewage exit point near where Styx's ferry moors.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to look at any point along Champion's Way,
Mhm.
you could likely find a sewer entrance from the city streets themselves in there. It's just that I in that respect, you would be heading in above ground
Mhm.
through, like, if you didn't want to have to go into the spokes at all,
Yeah.
and you wanted to completely come underground, Champion's Way or the sewage exit point near the ferry would be
Okay.
your two options.
Do you still have seaming?
I was just looking at that. That's a part of the plan that I didn't mention. Right before we go in, I'm disguising the three of us as Queensmen.
Yeah.
Just generic.
And we do now know
Not-
about their factions.
And
so-
it can't be the same Queensmen that we posed as last time because the Queen clearly caught us and knows who those people are. So we need new personas.
New alibis. But I was thinking, could we just walk in the front door and go the exact same way we went? Like into that one building, downstairs, into the corpse hole, into the sewers. We could go literally the same way if we seaminged it.
I don't know.
I would rather sneak in.
Yeah.
That would be through the bars where you were pit fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot more people to talk to and that. And how do we send a signal to the surface to start an attack?
Well, you do know this really cool ritual.
All right. Cool. So, yeah, I'll cast. Am I able to?
Include Jupiter, Ansem, and maybe not the Rat Prince, but I kind of want the Rat
The
Prince.
Rat Prince needs to be on a like he needs to be part of it.
Yeah, but if he's on the same channel as everyone else, they're gonna be like, "Who is that?"
You can do one way, I think.
It's a party line, so everybody's
It's like a speakerphone.
Okay. We'll tell them that it's our
Yeah.
weird.
like you can send one to one within, but then you can also send one to all. But you, the sender is the one that's in charge of whether or not everybody's.
We'll just
Yeah, and
explain
it's
to
8
them that,
It's 8 creatures total.
and we'll just explain to them that our
It's my cousin Bill.
longtime cousin Princess
Oh,
Petunia.
Princess Petunia.
And she likes to talk a lot, and she's a little
Are
crazy.
you sure we're going to put her on the thing?
And she's kind of bloodthirsty. She likes.
She's very excited about this attack because she gets to kill and eat people.
That we hid her from
Okay,
the rest of the family because she's sort of a cannibal.
Okay, maybe we don't have to put the
Yeah,
Rat Prince on
I'm
the
really
line.
starting to think that we don't.
We just tell him to go for it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
we trust him.
Is there a way that I can get in touch with River and Eldrick to do that whole 8-hour telepathic bond before we go in?
Yes, you could do if you go back and work with River. The two of you together could set that up.
I think we definitely need to go to the academy because you use spells, right?
I have only one level 1 spell left.
So recruit the Rat Prince, tell him the plan, go to the Academy Tower, get telepathic bond cast on the people who need it, and then go through the sewers, entering from Champion's Way,
I think, yes.
and going under the spokes, looking for the cavern.
But if we can't find it,
If we can't find it, going through to the dungeons, having the Ratlings block off all exits from the spokes in the sewers,
and keep an eye out for stragglers.
and then have Caspia on the streets.
With the Rat
land.
Prince in the sewers, sheets,
And-
sewers.
And the
Whoa.
lanterns on the roofs.
Yes.
We got there.
Did we?
I think so. I think I understand. I'm not sure if it makes sense.
Also seeming. On
Also seeming.
Yes.
Okay.
because I took that
A
spell.
lot of steps. I hope you guys have written your plan down.
I've also got my alias all ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, what?
So it sounds like
Yeah.
you have a couple preparatory steps to accomplish before you set this plan in motion.
Mhm.
You need to recruit the Rat Prince. You need to notify the rest of the Hooded Lanterns and get them and decide which of the Hooded Lanterns you're going to order on the attack, and coordinate with Jupiter Jones, and then finally also check in with the Amethyst Academy and get their support.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can you'll be able to work with if you want to recharge your rings, you're gonna have to head back to the Academy Tower proper.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to head back to the barracks for everything else, and you'll have to head back up to the Northcliffe district to Reed Manor,
Oscar's place.
where to Oscar Yoren's old place where you sent the Rat Prince.
Now, one thing I'm worried about is having a space where we can't be scryed upon for when we're talking about this. I guess we
The
probably
tower?
could be getting scryed on right now. So,
Oh, we just did our whole plan like twice out loud.
No, guys, I cast telepathic bond without anybody noticing, and we've been communicating telepathically this whole time, as was
I'm
planned.
yelling it out into the world.
You're at the top of the tower, like, and then.
Well, let's just.
No, we
you got
only.
lucky.
Nope, telepathic bond. I'm retroactively.
Yeah, we're
we're
you know
really
what?
going to stop doing this.
We're so confident in our plan that we don't care if people know about it.
Guys, I forget about
care.
scrying like every 20 seconds. I forget it's a thing. It's a spell that I've never used, and therefore nobody else.
Where did
But
they
they're
get
not
all of
gonna
our
know what we
hair?
look like.
They got
Just-
all our hair and our bodily things, and that's
Remember
how
when we were in prison with the Queen of Thieves?
I know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Remember when we bled all over her, like all over the dungeons and everything?
Okay. Well,
Okay, we can do. I'm not
we can
scared.
always go to the academy and discuss another plan.
If we go to the academy, we'll just change plans.
Yeah.
Scrap everything we just said. Let's go to the Queen of Thieves, surrender,
Yeah.
and tell her that we want to work with her and that she's the way to go.
She should have been the faction we went with in the beginning, right?
All along. So let's go on our way to the Queen of Thieves. And I wink up into the air, but then I realized that was probably not the best place to wink. Oh wait, I'm supposed to wink at you guys, not at her.
Do you have your true sight things yet? There's probably like an orb like right above you.
As it's not been enough time though.
No,
Yeah, it'll be ready in another couple days.
Well,
probably right. Well, no, we need it for the
we
Queen of
need it
Thieves.
for the plan.
Yeah.
So maybe this will take a couple days to
It'll
connect with
take us
people.
a couple days to do all this.
Maybe go to the academy last then.
Hardest
Yeah.
part.
Okay. So we'll go to the barracks.
Do you want to do the barracks first?
We need a place to be able to discuss it where there's no scrying.
In the tower.
So we go to the tower and then come back to the tower?
We go to the barracks, tell them to meet us in the tower.
Are they allowed to be in the tower?
I don't know.
How
Can
are
they
they going to
make
get
it
there
to the
without
tower?
potions?
Isn't it like my tower right now?
Yeah, but they need the potion to
Yeah,
get
to
through the,
get even get in
haze.
the Exburgo.
Yeah, we
I
don't
mean,
want
it's not
to.
my tower, but I kind of live there. my scarf billows.
You got a good lease.
Yeah.
I think we should.
You know what? Let's go talk to the rap. No,
I
Yeah.
think we should do.
Rat Prince first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him into position.
Can you anti-scry at all?
There's an anti-scry.
I don't know. Is that what it's called?
There are
Aren't you like
There
the
are-
Archmage or something?
the spells that can
5
be used to
rings.
block scrying are non-detection,
Okay.
Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum, which wards an area, and Mind Blank. And then there are some magic items that will protect you as well.
Guys, I'm pretty sure Tiny Hut blocks scrying.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I have no basis for
They've
that.
seen us in the tiny hut every time. They watched us the whole time.
What about Wall of Force?
Nope, they'll
No.
probably see right through that. I
Yep.
mean, you can see that through that with
I mean,
regular.
your counter strategy of using telepathic bond to communicate is an effective one because
Oh, okay.
the scrying spell is limited to what it can actually see and what is perceivable as if you're really
Mhm.
there. Unless they've got a fancy magic item, in which case, well,
Then there'd be no point in it.
Why'd you
Is it
say
the
that?
fancy magic? Because every time we do the plan, I do it out loud. I mimic the words, and they're just reading my lips the whole
Is
time.
scrying only what They're hearing? Do we know what scrying is?
As an Academy member, I can tell you that scrying. I'm just gonna guess what I think I know here. Scrying is 100% a choice on whether you want to hear or see.
Yeah? I mean, I
Says the Archmage said it. It's
Trust me,
do have
I went to school.
dropped out.
illusory script.
And then I was let
I don't
back
know if
in.
that would help.
Guys, let's just telepathic.
To be clear, with the scrying sensor, you can see and hear from it. It's like your eyeball is there. Your eyes and ears are there.
Or maybe you can do
Yeah.
both at the same time.
Well, like, look, if they were scrying on us, they already know.
No, because we were using telepathic bond starting right now.
If we do want to do the 8-hour telepathic bond, but we're waiting for the goggles, we might as well wait at the tower until we get the goggles ready, and then we can immediately do the big bond and then leave right from there. So I think we should do the tower last.
Let's do that
Yeah.
then. And then so we'll go see the rat prince, and then we'll go to the barracks.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that the telepathic bond, you need all the people that you want to telepathically bond with present at the time that is done. And so you would need to bring anyone that you want with you to the Academy Tower for that purpose.
Like
Jupiter Jones,
and Ansem.
Ansem or Petra?
Is it a ritual?
Yeah.
Can you cast it more than once?
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
cast it with the rat prince and then cast it at the
No.
barracks? No.
No, I think he needs to be there. We won't include
If
the
I
rat
just
prince.
cast it alone, it will only be 1 hour.
Mhm.
I say we leave the Rat Prince out of it. The Rat Prince just needs to stay in position.
Okay.
He just needs to guard the sewers.
What I'm saying is, do we need to talk to the group all together, or can we, when we go see the rat prince, you cast it, and then we go back to the barracks, and then you cast it again? Or is this?
I think it's. Let me put it this way: given the circumstances,
Yeah.
you guys will probably need to muster everybody at the barracks.
together?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then we'll do that.
Given how difficult it is to get people in and out
Mhm.
of the tower, and given the fact that you have to drink Aqua Expurgo,
Mhm.
you probably don't want to imbibe Aqua Expurgo the day of a major operation, because what happens if you react badly to it?
That's true.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Rat Prince Tower,
Then the barracks.
then the barracks.
head out from
Yeah.
there.
Make our final
Yeah.
plan.
And to simplify things, there's no way that the Academy is going to permit anyone to come inside the tower that is
Yeah.
not you guys.
That's fair. So
Yeah.
there's our plan. We do
Yeah.
Rat Prince, we do the Amethyst Academy Tower.
Mhm.
We get
Yeah.
our rings filled. We get our Heroes Feast. And we then go to the barracks, finalize plans, head out.
Sounds good. So,
We can-
are you going to bring anyone with you to get the Rat Prince, or are you guys just going to go on your own?
I think we should go on.
We'll go on our own.
Okay. Yeah,
I
this is a
tell
solo.
the rest of the rangers to head back to the barracks, and we'll catch
Okay.
them up there.
So Jupiter Jones and Ansem nod, and by and large, though, the way that you're headed is pretty close together because you got to get out of the city as well. So
So
you
we say
basically
bye, and then we both walk in the
you're
same
like,
direction.
yeah.
Awkward.
This is very awkward. I thought you guys were all going in a different direction.
I thought we were too. I forgot the directions. Sorry.
I love Jupiter.
Well, in that case, let me tell you about the time that I fought a manticore.
Oh wow! I've only killed one of those.
Really? You killed a manticore?
Yeah,
I only fought one.
Oh, what happened?
It flew away. I stabbed it with my sword and it screamed at me, and then it flew right off and started throwing these spikes at me. You can see, and he bares his chest. It's like he got me here, 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 and here.
And as he does this, I'm like, "Brow."
Are you impressed with his lack of nipples or his chest?
More the scars. Yeah, I can
yeah.
respect a good scar.
Yeah.
Tells a story, you know.
Well, did you know that Pluto killed a plant?
But
If one scar tells a story, then my body is an epic poem.
That was beautiful.
Wow. Oh, this is our turn.
Well, see ya.
you know, he's not half bad.
You're really warming up to him. He's fun. He's actually
He's very muscular.
yeah, I mean I there's times when I'm jealous,
He's
but
grown on me.
Yeah, they're he's loyal. He's a loyal Caspian, and he's a strong-willed fighter. And he's it's good to have some.
Easy to manipulate people.
It's easy. It's nice to have some people that are on our side for once.
Yes.
You know,
I mean,
That's what I said.
he's less sharp than a 1-year-old cheddar. I don't know about that. So take it with a grain.
So you made your way from the clock tower back towards the barracks, where you parted ways with Ansem, the Hooded Lanterns, and the other Caspians. Leaving the barracks at Shepherd's Gate, you head out, as you have now done many times, across Shepherd's Way and through the sprawl on the north end of the city, back towards Reed Manor. The pathway that you take through the ramshackle buildings is a well-worn one that Veo, you have led them down many, many times now. You know your back, the back alleys of it, and I will have you all roll me a d6.
6.
clunk, clunk, clunk,
5.
clunk, 5, clunk.
Okay.
Clunk, clunk.
The journey proceeds extremely smoothly, and in fact, the streets out this way are deserted. As you head along, in fact, the one thing that you do catch sight of are a group of hooded lanterns on patrol that let you know, yeah, we found a group of there were a group of Knoll stragglers up this way. We took them out. You just take that pathway up that way, Lord Commander. It's all clear.
Such a good job.
Fantastic.
Here's a snack, and I toss them a cookie each.
You have cookies?
Yeah, you've had cookies this whole time?
I've been eating stale bread for 4 days.
Biscuits. You always got to have them on point.
Can I have a biscuit? Oh, they get a biscuit for killing a couple gnolls?
They did a good job. Do a good job, and I'll give you like 3.
I haven't done a good job, apparently.
Oh, step it up.
Yeah, noted.
All right.
As you part ways, the hooded lanterns say, if you're heading up north further, Lord Commander, just be careful. We caught sight of another nest of ratlings that have taken up into the old manor district. The numbers of them, I mean, they've just gotten big. Let me tell you that. They've been coming down into the city. They've been eating all the Knoll corpses. There's a lot of them up there.
I'm not hearing anything bad about this. Cleaning up
sure.
the city.
We'll keep our eyes open.
We need new garbage men going forward in our new Drakkenheim. I mean, of course we'll keep an eye out for them and kill them if we see them.
Yes.
Telepathic wink.
As you head up towards the North Cliff districts, where the larger estates and manor houses are, you come up to the familiar row where Reed Manor is, at which the manor itself having been burned. So the upper levels of it are in disarray, but you can see that somehow what remains of the timbers of the building have collapsed in on themselves into this sort of pyramid, that this hole has been dug up around where Oscar Yoren's library was, almost like this wide burrow. And and the smell of rat and meat and this kind of acrid odor hits you, and you're like, there's rats around here.
Lovely.
This brings back memories. Remember that first mission we did together, guys?
I almost
Where we
died.
didn't kill Oscar.
No.
yeah.
I meant
the
the
rat.
one where Pluto fell in a pit full of ratlings and spikes.
Mhm.
That was fun. Good
I slid into it dramatically
well,
on
do
purpose.
you want to go first into the...
Dramatically.
You know what? For some reason, I don't.
I'll go first.
All right.
Thanks, Vale.
And I walk towards.
Okay. As you walk towards the rat hole that Oscar Yoren's old home has become, the timbers, again, they've all collapsed in, and you can see that there are these drag marks and this row of wet mud leading up. The wall from the front door to the library has been completely pulled away and torn down. Almost all the outer walls have collapsed in, and the entire second level is just a complete ruin. And so there's the remnants of several bookshelves that are splayed about around Oscar Yoren's secret room, and a burrow has emerged up around it as if the ratlings have dug away at the floorboards. Like they pulled up all the floorboards, gotten down to the foundations, and just it made this hole much larger than it used to be. And as you do so, and as you come up, several rattling heads all pop up, and several scurry back down, and one kind of stays there, shuddering and shaking, and look as you start to approach.
Hey, little guy. Where's the prince?
This rattling is very young. It's you.
Hi. Cast speak with animals on it.
It replies back. My brothers will get him. He'll be here. Yes.
Good job. Yeah, tell him the ghosts are here and they need to speak with him now. Just like
he scurries back down, and you can hear like the sound of the coming from below, and and a few moments later, up waddles the Rat Prince, and he is still wearing the tatters of the dress that you gave him before, and he has this somewhere he found this cloak and has had a crown fashioned for him, and he's got this long stick that has several skulls on the end of it that he's holding, but he still has like the leather armor underneath and several of his wicked knives at his side. And he says, "Oh, my friends, the ghosts! Oh, you're back! It has been so long. Yes. So happy to see you. You're not dead. Yes,
Neither are you.
Yes, it has been very, very good up here. Yes. This has been very good home for us. Yes.
Looks like you've
glad
had
it
a
worked
promotion crown on your head.
Oh, yes. Things very, very good down here. Oh, yes, I must introduce you. Yes. This, my first son, not have name yet. These, my others. They just born a few weeks ago. So exciting. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Wow.
My first girlfriend get eaten, but not before they all born. My second girlfriend have even more. She get eaten too. Third girlfriend have even more. Now I have many, many children. They are all mine. Yes. Very, very proud father.
Wait, did you eat them?
Too long.
He thinks.
Too long of a pause.
This is already. Why did I ask? I shouldn't have
Why you
asked.
shouldn't have asked.
So many questions. Yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't
You know
answer.
what? Forget.
Yeah.
It's you look like you're in great health, and your children.
Very, very good health. Yes. We go into city and we find all those bark, yap, men. They all dead. They all getting killed. They just left in the streets. Perfectly good food. Why humans no eat good food?
You're welcome. We
I
left
ask
those
that
for
question
Yeah.
all the time. I mean, for you.
We.
Yep.
you. That was a gift from
It was
Ghostly
a.
Three.
It was a gift from the Ghostly Three. Yeah.
Some bad things happen. Yes. But things
driving it
mostly good. Yes.
Good. We have a
I
mission.
send many of my children back into the city. Some of them never come back, but that is okay. Yes.
It's all right.
We have the most important mission
From the god.
from the Rat God.
Rat God.
He speaks through us in time of crisis.
Rat God.
I'm so glad Ignatius isn't here.
The Rat God told us that you would be coming. Yes.
Yeah. Wait, you talked to the Rat God?
Oh, yes.
I don't know about that.
Where?
Not me, but my new girlfriend. She talked to Rat God. She very, very good about the whole thing.
Where did she talk to the rat god?
Oh, we have great temple downstairs. Yes.
We
That's
must see this.
No.
That's a false rat god
We
right
need to
there.
find-
What if it is the rat god?
Then
Oh, what if
we're
it is? I don't know.
We don't
Then-
actually know that it's.
then we're in a
False Rat God?
Some
Does it-
gods are tricksters and they try to convince you that they are your god when they're not.
Have you seen the statue?
Oh, yes.
Does it look the same as the statue that was in the rat's nest?
We make some changes to it. It's even better now. Yes.
Did it have horns and a big belly?
We know.
Yes. That's why it's such good God. Such big belly. Bigger belly, better God.
No,
False god. False god.
Nope.
I don't think we can convince him of that. I think that's an intense battle to have. But we can try.
He tell us where we find many, many shiny rocks. And we go and we get them and we bring them back. Yes.
And you don't give them to us?
No. Rat God wanted them directly. We said, what about the three ghosts? Should we go get them? And Rat God is like, no. They busy with something else. You go get more.
I pull Vale away from the opening. I'm just like, we need to be really careful here.
What?
We do not go in front of that statue.
No.
And we play it up. We have to keep this up. So we need them to think that we still speak for the rat god, even if they believe that is the rat god.
Okay.
So we can't have any sort of like confrontation here between us and that thing.
No. I don't want to go down and see it, but I'm hoping we can convince them to listen to us and not to what he's doing.
They will.
Okay.
You should come down. You should see. We have great party. We do big offering. There'll be lots of food. Yes.
The important mission is too important for us to
You need this
pause for arrest. Unfortunately.
Don't want to share food with Rat God?
We share food with the rat god. At many a times, rat prince. It is not in one place that we must do this.
But Rat God said you were coming. We make big meal for you.
We are here. How about you bring it up? I will eat the food.
You see, it's a surprise for the rat god. We want to surprise the rat god with a great offering. So we need you to be super, super secret.
How you surprise Rat God? Rat God knows all. Rat God, he goes underneath all the floorboards of all the buildings and he gnaws at the roots. Yes. He sees all. He knows all. Why you try to hide from Rat God?
No, it's for good things.
It's
like
his birthday.
Yeah, it's his birthday. Rat God is turning 10 million.
What birthday?
It's an annual celebration.
What annual?
It guys.
That sounds like really, really long time.
Am I digging?
It is.
wrong
It
hole
is
here?
a really long time. He's been around for a long time. Longer than the rats.
And it's a.
Oh, yes.
The rats came
we
from
know.
him.
Oh, we know. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want to have a big celebration for the rat god, and the rat god might know, but we have to try real hard to pretend like you do, Petunia, like as when you were
In your dress.
in your dress.
Okay, make a deception check.
Um,
I was going to try to. Good roll.
1.
The Rat Prince looks at you and goes, and he starts crying, and he starts saying, "My children make big feast. They all make feast. We all go get big horses, and we get manlings, and we even got dwarf, and we start cooking them up, waiting for you to come back, and you don't want to eat with us in front of our god."
Rat
What did we
Prince.
tell you about not killing humans?
But
And I
Rat
go
God
up
said
to
to
him.
go.
And I get up to him and I'm like, what did we say about it?
Rat Prince,
But Rat God said it was okay.
don't hurt him.
He said it was all good. He said we should.
You know
That
what?
we need lots of blood.
There's something that the rat god wants more than anything as part of this feast. And that is the head of the Queen of Thieves.
Who that?
That is your mission.
Rat God want head of a queen?
Yes.
Why not I just marry one of my girlfriends, cut her head off, and give
No,
that to
it
him?
needs to be a specific queen.
Oh.
This is a queen who thinks she is above it all,
Oh.
and she is not.
No.
And she
no,
challenges the rat god.
No. That's not good. That's not good.
And that's why your mission is going to be to help us kill and eat her.
But you'll get to eat her on behalf of the god, not us.
Yeah, it's a gift for you that you are the one who will get to eat the body, but we keep the head. For
Make
the
a
rat.
persuasion check.
Get her.
Which dice do I pick?
The blue one.
Okay.
Hmm.
15.
The Rat Prince says, so you say we need to make even bigger dinner for Rat God.
Oh, yeah.
With really, really special dinner.
Yes.
This head of this Queen of Thieves for a Rat Prince.
Yes.
Rat Prince give to Rat God.
Yes.
Yes.
What'd she look like?
Oh,
Ooh.
Well, that's the tough part. She changes her face.
yeah.
But
Then how you know it her? What if I get someone's face, give it to Rat God, and Rat God's like, that's not her. How I know?
well, that's the challenge. That's why it's the biggest offering you can give, is because when you do find it's her, she's
This
gonna
sounds
be a
very
big one.
difficult.
Oh,
Maybe Rat God just like horse.
We have a plan. And you and your whole family are going to be very important for that plan.
rise above all the other rats.
I want to use the Helm of Telepathy to first just detect his thoughts.
There's not a lot going on up there.
You pretty much just hear an echo of what he says.
Is it just like the same three things over and over?
Yes. Just echoing. through his brain.
Does he have enough intelligence?
He does. He does, but he's thinking in his head. I hope Rat God not get mad. I don't want to get smitten by Rat God. Do I listen to ghosts or God? Ghosts, God, but God sent ghosts. Yes. This makes sense.
Should I suggest that he what?
Listen to the ghosts.
I'm gonna cast suggestion in the form of Rat God or Rat Prince. We need you to do this for us. We need you to help us kill the Queen of Thieves to appease the Rat God.
He gets a 11 on his wisdom saving throw.
It needs a 13.
Okay. The Rat Prince, the Lord Mayor's circlet blazes, and this hypnotic energy comes out from it as the Rat Prince is suggested, and the other ratlings go, oh, shiny ghost makes lots of lights. Oh, sparkly. And the Rat Prince goes, then responds and says, yes. We find this Queen of Thieves.
We
yes,
knew you'd see
we
it
eat
our
her.
way.
What you need. I go get my sons and daughters, and we eat them all.
You know the sewer system really well, right?
Yes.
Can we see the map?
I hand the map.
What these scrawlings? He looks at this.
Okay, imagine.
And
that-
he goes, Scratches! Get. And this little rat comes up, and the rat's got a pair of glasses. And Scratches goes, Yes. What you need, Prince? What you need?
This is the sewer system of the city.
And Scritches reaches into his backpack where he's got a little scroll, and he lays it on top. It's like, oh, this very good map. Yes.
Yes. Now, we...
Scritches see. See, yes. And he points and says, and he says to Rat Prince, he says to the Rat Prince, looking down at the map and says, yes, Prince. This is where a big hole is. This is where a last batch of children go find big rocks to bring back to Rat God. And this is where they go where they all get kidnapped. Yes, yes, yes. And this is where they go where they not come back. And as he points, he points to the spots on the crater, and he points to where several of the Hooded Lanterns patrols have been when he's like, this is where they go and they not come back. And he points around where the buckle down row is and says, when he says, this is where some of them get caught. Yes, yes, yes. We know this spot. We know this spot. There are many rat traps there. They catch us in cages. Yes, yes, yes.
Huh.
How often? Or how
Been
many
happening
times
long
has this
time.
been happening?
Long time. Long time. Even before ghosts come. When we go down here, they catch us. Some of us get put in cages, and we see them. They take them in cages.
Can you show us everywhere that rats have been captured?
Oh, all over this place. Yes, yes, yes.
Can you seeming us as rats?
We don't want to get captured.
Don't we?
That we tried that last time.
It didn't work.
Well, I mean, we didn't try that. It just happened.
I think he goes out and goes, Big nose, come. And this ratling with this huge nose that is glowing purple and has flecks of delirium in it. And he's actually got spines of delirium growing down the side of him. And he comes out and he's kind of like, yes, what you need. And Scritches says, oh, Big Nose got caught, but he get out. He tell you what happened.
Big Nose.
Tell us the story, Big Nose.
Yeah.
Big Nose go, oh, yes, I did for many, long time. They crack me with whip, and then they give me stick with claw on it, and they tell me dig.
Where were you digging?
They had this, they had big cave, and we dig. They think I dead, and they leave me there to rot, and then I run away.
Do you know how to get into that cave from the sewers?
Yes, it underneath the big hole.
They're digging at the meteor?
Underneath the big hole.
Yes, yeah. They had cats. They had other cats, and the cats hit us with whips, and they make us dig.
I know no other cats.
No, but what?
Like her?
You have to...
Oh, yeah.
We have to get...
The cats then, they make us bring the shinies and put them in car, in big wagon, and then the cats give them to humans.
I'm wondering
What
if
do we
that's
do
the way
with
we need to
this?
go.
Yeah, but
What if we get,
where do we
uh,
station the rats?
What if we get Big Nose to take us to the digging site? Or is that off track? Are we trying to get... Do you think the digging place, or at least the place where he was captured, is related to the queen?
Scritches talks with Big Nose a little bit, and they go back and forth. And it seems like, as Scritches tries to surmise what Big Nose is saying about where he went, and Big Nose is a little bit incoherent in describing it, but Scritches then turns up and says, oh, yes, he means he's here, in here. And he points to the crater and holds his map up over your map and grabs a pen, and in his tail, he's writing with his tail. And he draws these lines, and he says, this it. And it looks like there are a set of caves coming off of the crater around where the sewer line was.
And does it look like it goes up into the underside of the queen's lair?
Scritches isn't sure, but it at the very least, it would connect through the sewer tunnel.
That might be our most unknown way in. And I'm assuming that because it's by the crater, it's in deep haze.
Yeah.
At least we have a way in.
That not many people are going to take. The next question is, where do we position the ratlings so that they don't get captured? And what's up with more tabaxi?
Well,
You said you didn't know any other tabaxi growing up.
no. I didn't really see them. Maybe one or two traveling around the city, but I didn't know them. That was really the only tabaxi that I knew. Because I know myself.
You're the only tabaxi I've known.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, did you see them growing up?
Were there any in the Amethyst Academy, or?
There were not, but there were other tabaxi living in Drakkenheim. Enough that anyone could tell you what a tabaxi is like. That person is a tabaxi.
They're known,
but being like, but also, and not like freak out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but not many. There was a small enclave of tabaxi that used to live in the spokes and the sprawls, so it's possible that these are other tabaxi that have survived.
Mm-hmm.
And it's possible and almost certain that there could be tabaxi amongst the Queen's men.
Okay.
Did Big Nose?
Oh yes.
Did they glow purple?
The rocks?
No,
Yeah.
the
Cats.
like her. Did they glow purple?
No.
Okay.
It just says more about our slight more resistance to the haze, I guess, than anything.
right, because they were in the deep haze.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're just chilling in the,
I still think that's a better route. And I think maybe even if the rats don't go all the way into the tunnels, at least if we can position them in the sewers just in case, they can be more of a warning than anything.
I'm gonna talk to Scritches and Big Nose to kind of inquire with them back and forth about where they have been captured and whether or not they know of a safe way to station themselves around the outside.
Talking to Big Nose and a few of the other ratlings, it seems like the going consensus amongst the ratlings is that when they go into the south parts of the city, some of the humans there don't kill them, they try to catch them.
Even in the sewers. Well, especially in the sewers.
Especially in the sewers. Yeah.
But we're going to be going with them.
Mm-hmm.
So we can at least lead them and clear out some of the paths.
And to be clear, the ratlings that you're talking about are groups of small groups of rattling scavengers that are, it's not untoward to think that a couple of Queen's men or a couple of people could capture a ratling, and that it happens a lot in this area. Well, the Queen's men are there.
And they probably want people to fight in the pits and entertainment.
or to eat.
Or to eat, I guess.
Sounds like to get delirium.
So, do you think that we need to lead the rats and secure the tunnels around and get them into position? Or should we do the surface attack?
But the one thing that you get from talking to Scritches, as Scritches kind of relays how many of the other ratlings have been captured, she says, there could be hundreds of ratlings that have been captured that are all being kept down there.
We might have a mini army down there already.
We need to set them free.
Yeah.
So, we need to start a rattling revolution.
Yes.
We will free, on behalf of the rat god, we will try and free
your people.
The rattling people being held captive by this evil queen.
The Rat Prince goes, "Oh, that is so good. You are truly savior sent from Rat God. We rise up and we eat all the humans."
Don't you forget it.
I really hope this doesn't come back to bite us in the
Yeah,
head.
we
Literally.
Literally.
So you say this Queen of Thieves, we go get her, and we save all our friends, all my children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 yes, yes.
Yes.
The Rat Prince, suddenly all the ratlings, they cheer and many of them start dancing and then
Tippy taps?
Yes, they're all up on their tippy taps.
I join in.
This is this could get a little out of hand, but I'd rather it be a little wild down there.
Okay.
Yeah. You notice, though, as well as this is happening, more ratlings have been gathering around and listening to this whole conversation happening. And there's perhaps over 100 ratlings that are now like circling around listening, and several of them are like up on the roof looking down of what remains of the building, coming up around the hole, and several of the other manor houses looking out from the windows are many more ratlings as well.
And as they gather round, I share the tales of all that we have accomplished in Drakkenheim and how they will defeat the evil queen who has enslaved their people. And then I wave to them.
A golf clap.
Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like I would just like iterate to them kind of the overall plan and try to arrange it so that where are they going to meet us? Are they going to meet us?
What if they just took all the choke points? They have their map. We know their map. Even at the main tunnels, it doesn't have to be the little ones. Like just the main spots.
And then Rat Prince, Scritches, and Big Nose can lead us to the pathway that they talked about.
Yep.
Right to where they get caught and captured.
But we'll move the rest of the Ratlings into choke points.
Yep.
Around.
Because if they get captured, we're just going to free them anyways.
Yep.
Scritches is writing on your map, and Scritches has absolutely immaculate handwriting. Like, you wouldn't believe that tail could write like that, but it's just like...
Oh.
Yeah.
Scritches, how'd you learn to write?
I read many, many books, yes.
How'd you learn to read?
Rat God teach me.
Oh no. He made a deal.
What did that cost you?
Oh, you know, Rat God just be like, Rat God say to me one day, "Oh, Scritches, you look very, very smart. I call you Scritches now." And then Rat God give me a book, and I read it. I like it very, very much.
What book was it?
Oh, it about little boy who gets baked into pie.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I've heard of that one. Yeah, good.
Oh.
Well,
I read it many, many times. It's my favorite story.
for us to go.
All right. So
Which keep him in cage, feed him. Yes. Then he get baked into pie. I love the story.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know if he got the
right up your alley.
the message.
So, can they tell... Scritches, can you tell time?
What do you want me to tell time?
So, I want you to tell the time
Scritches,
to
He's
the
good.
you old rat.
Rat Prince to tell him when it's time for y'all to leave and meet us at... Where we meet?
So you want me to tell time? When tell Rat Prince? When to come meet you? Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they could leave ahead of time and meet us at the point.
Yeah.
Where are we
But
going
it's
in?
days from now. Yeah.
On
The Rat Prince turns to you and says,
Oh yes, Scritch is very, very smart. I tried to ask her out, but she's too good for me. She out of my league.
In 2 days'
Don't get
time.
discouraged.
In 2 days' time, they leave.
Yeah. In 2 days, Scritches.
in how many meals do they have a day?
10.
As many as we can have.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find out what's like a way
I
we can
relate to them very much.
How can we help them count?
Well, Scritches can
Why
count the
limit
time.
yourself to just...
Do you guys know when the sun comes up and down? Can you see that from here?
Yes.
Okay. When the sun goes up and comes down twice.
Meet us.
Meet
Then-
us at this.
Scritches is like,
1, 2. It go up, it go down. It go up, it go down. Then we go.
And then on the second time it goes down,
You come meet us.
you come and you meet us, and we'll meet you as soon as it's coming up again.
where do you want to meet the Ratlings?
Should we meet them in the sewers by Champion's Way, and they can lead us to that
Yeah.
crater spot?
Yeah.
Traveling with 100 ratlings can be very powerful.
Yeah. You know, you've been on the opposite end of that.
Yep. And so I want to be carried for the first time.
Carried by a wave of rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they're by Champion's Way,
Yeah.
then if we can meet by the sewers there, and I point to it on the map, meet us
Okay.
here in 2 days' time. And wait for us. Keep peace.
Yes.
Wait for us. All right. Scritches, you've done a great job. And I toss him a cookie.
I get cookie. Rat Prince goes, I introduced you to Scritches, I not get cookie?
I toss him a cookie.
Big Nose goes, And Big
Look
Moose
what you've done.
I told you so many things. I don't get cookie.
Throw all the cookies into the crowd.
and then the ratlings start. All the other ratlings saying, "I'm very cute. You give me cookie."
I'm like, no, you all get cookies after we're done this.
You better get on making a lot of cookies.
Please, you gotta get baking.
When we get back to the barracks, I'll get the chefs on it.
I'll help out.
Cool.
Oh, wait. We have chefs at the barracks.
Somebody makes. I mean, sometimes it's the soldiers.
Okay, well, forget it. I'm not helping out then if we need people to do it.
Larry is the best cook of them all.
Oh, good old Larry.
Yeah, used to be a baker. Now he's a lantern. My troops are good. They can make you some cookies after, but you got to do the work first. These 3 already did good work, so cookies for them.
Yes. It good to see you all. Yes.
You too.
Good to see you.
We're going to kill all humans soon. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Most of
Guys,
them specific.
I pull Pluto closer. I'm like, most of them are going to die in this battle. Don't worry. It's a non-issue. It's going to take care of itself. Trust me.
We will let you kill other things for now.
There will be so many humans at the place that I'm leading you to that might try to escape through the sewers. You can eat all of them.
Oh.
But the ones that are wearing green, like her, and the ones that are shiny, like him, are on our side. For now.
The rat god side.
They're going to help us.
You say the ones wearing green and the ones shiny?
Yep.
Oh, you might not want to come downstairs. We got some of
I
them.
understand that, and I'm not going to go downstairs because it might upset me. But
you enjoy those.
But after we done, we kill them, yes? And we eat them.
Not right away.
absolutely.
You know what? Yeah. We're gonna
Make an
eat
deception
lots.
check.
Ignatius, help me out here, bro.
27.
That very good. Yeah. Rat God say, when we all done, Rat God make for you new big rat body, and you get to eat that pathetic elf body.
Sounds so good. I'm so excited to not be a half-elf anymore. That sounds so great.
Yes. We working on very hard. We have many things down. We collect many pieces of the shiny rock. Bring back many. We save them. Yes.
Rat Prince, can I just tell you that it has been my goal since the rat god put me in this stupid body to become a rat just like you?
You will be great rat. You will be great rat champion of Rat God.
And you will be my loyal companion.
I will be Rat King.
Oh, yeah.
Rule Rat Kingdom.
Yeah, I accept that. And I will knight you.
No. I knight you.
We'll see.
Careful not to get too big for your britches there. Remember, we are the representatives of the rat god.
Yes.
Remember why you fear us, and I hunch up to my full height.
Oh, cat. I not need knight you. You get many honor. You have any rat any human you want to eat, any rat you want to eat, you can eat.
That's so nice.
I will keep that in mind.
It's time for us to go. And I start to slowly back away.
Of the ring of rats, we slowly kind of back out.
All
of
the
this.
ratlings like, bye!
2 days. 2 days.
What did we get ourselves into?
Oh, goodness. We're going to have to kill the ball.
No, it's going to take care of itself.
Is it? All right. I hope it
We'll
does.
try.
If it doesn't, there are bombs and many other solutions.
Well, they gave us a lot of good information, and I might get to see another Tabaxi. This is crazy.
No matter what you say, having an army of hundreds of ratlings who are willing to eat and devour Queen's men is a good thing.
Yeah, I gotta have my men's backs too.
That's why I'm trying to tell them that for now they don't eat your people or your people.
All right. Well, shall we head back to the Academy Tower?
Yeah, you guys want to expurgio it up?
Cool. I think for that is where we will take our break, and we will get right back at it after 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
See you all in a bit. Welcome back. We are back from our break and ready to play some more D&D.
But before we get back into it, I want to give a big shout out to Tabletop Audio for all of their ambient music. We've been playing it since session 1, and it's always added a little bit of flair. So check it out, tabletopaudio.com. It's free, and it's there for you.
And of course, don't forget to check the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts, like Troll Killer or our favorite, Yes, 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 bringing back the Rat Prince. Or you can take a look at bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
If you're enjoying the stream and you'd like to support our work, you can check us out on Patreon. You can find it by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes. We also have a phenomenal Discord community exclusive to our patrons. So if you are a patron of our show, join us on Discord, where you can chat with us about all of the cool, nerdy things that happen at this table, as well as our regular Thursday show and just anything else that you feel like talking about. So check it out.
You got it all. With that, let's dive back into the ruins. Our heroes have finished their meeting with the Rat Prince and the assembled and the burgeoning rattling horde.
What's the worst that could happen?
Stop saying that.
What's your next move?
We're heading to the Amethyst Academy
Yes.
to get our rings filled and get River and Eldrick to meet us, to come with us to the barracks to cast spells to,
Okay.
or at least just River.
Cool. As you head back towards the barracks, can I have all of you roll me a d6, please?
1.
A 3.
6.
Okay. You make your way back through the sprawl towards the barracks of the Hooded Lanterns. And as you do so, heading along the familiar routes, back towards the last patrol of the Hooded Lanterns, Veo, you see it. It's the 3 Hooded Lanterns that you ran into before, and they are dead in the middle of the street.
No! I run over to them.
Okay. You rush, you run over to them, and the 3 of them are in the streets. As you rush over to them, what are the 2 of you going to do?
I'm going to hang back and start looking around the area to see if I see any signs of movement or activity or anything.
Okay.
So I'm scouting.
I rush over at clunk clunk speed, so I get there when I get there.
Okay. Veo, all 3 of you can give me a perception check. Sebastian, you can do so with advantage. Veo, you do so with disadvantage.
Perception?
Yeah.
22.
18.
25.
Okay. As you got an 18, you got a 22, a
25.
Okay. As the 3 of you rush forward, Sebastian, you hang back to look around.
Yeah.
And you're looking about, but Veo, when you come up to the 3 men, as you get close to them, you can smell something almost sulfuric on them. And Peludo, as you run forward, where is your attention?
It's kind of more catching up to Veo.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like she get there quick, and I'm
Okay.
just kind of making my way towards her.
You turn your attention over to Veo, and the ruins here are very, very low. The haze is light around here, but there's a light fog. And as you approach, You see this, and you see this. Unfortunately, Sebastian, although you're looking around, you don't react to any of this. Vale, there is, you see, in the moment as you approach the bodies and Pluto, you see this. There is a long, thin line of some material extending out from one of the men towards one of the nearby ruins. And Pluto, you just see this spark racing across it towards where the three men are. And Veo, and Pluto, you see it first.
Like a fuse?
It's a fuse.
Can I throw my javelin at the wire?
You want to throw your javelin at the wire.
Yeah.
Veo, what do you want to do?
How close am I to the wire?
When you saw this, you were right over the men's bodies, and you could reach out to the wire. It's going underneath over to one of their bodies.
Would I have enough time to grab it and throw it?
To grab the wire and throw it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll act on these two things. So Veo, you rush in, you go to grab the wire. And as you do so, you go to pull it, and you can see that one of the men isn't a body at all. It's someone has taken some mesh and the Hooded Lantern's cloaks and armor and put several barrels that are leaking this oily black fluid out around it. It's not oil. It's oil, not blood.
Yeah.
And the other two bodies are real. You go to yank the wire, and you're just gonna toss it. Is that what you want to do?
I want to dimension door towards holding onto it, towards where it's from.
Okay. You want to hold it, dimension door with the wire.
Yeah.
Okay. The wire is an object, so you won't be able to bring whatever it's attached to with you in the dimension door.
That's okay.
But you can just dimension door over to where
where.
Yeah. And Pluto, you want to throw your javelin at the wire.
I want to try to identifying it as a fuse. I want to try to cut it before it gets to
Make
these
an attack roll
bodies
with the javelin.
25.
Okay. You hit the wire. Okay. Now here's what we're gonna do. I want you to roll a d6. On a 4, 5, or 6, you break the wire. On a 1, the clink of the spark causes it to just continue.
Great.
And on a 2 or 3, you miss it, and on a 2 or 3, and it'll detonate immediately. And on a 2 or 3, you've got another chance.
It's a 5.
Okay, the wire snaps and breaks as Veo teleports over towards where the wire was originating from. Roll for initiative.
Whoa, that was intense.
Oh.
Who set this? It must
I'm about to
be.
find out.
Yeah, I was gonna go say hi.
Hey. Like, yeah, we're going back to the academy. Might as well use it.
Whereabouts on the map is this? Are we using the map?
Yep.
Cool.
So
So I'm
we'll
held
put at the intersection. No, the close one right in the middle where you got Pluto.
You got me?
Yep. And the fuse is going into the ruined building with the balcony. Yeah.
So where's Vale?
We're getting ambushed. Ambushed.
Okay.
Ambush.
Alrighty.
You're about.
Yeah, like I was like I
And you
kind of
hucked it
picture
away.
myself like kind of like that half jog, being like trying to catch up with Veo, because I feel like we're very comfortable in these ruins. Like we walk through them so often that we're like, oh yeah, we're just casually
And
walking.
Paluto, so Veo, you teleported straight. Do you want to go into the building?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the direction it came from, but you have no idea within that where, like, that's the way it went, but you don't have any exact idea of where it originated from. That's just your best guess.
Like, does the wire go like into the window or?
She did not see it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, she didn't see. By the time it was there, like, you'd have to go and investigate and see where the ashes of it led from. Paluto, you can see though that crouched up on the second floor of the ruined stone building is a man. Yep.
It's a man.
And he's hiding there, and he is brandishing, and he is loading a bolt into a crossbow. What did you guys get for initiative?
10.
10 for Veo,
6.
6 for Sebastian,
20.
20 for Pluto. Okay.
I was too busy. I finally noticed all of this happening, and all I did was put my goggles on and then stand there. And then I'm like, and then you're like, "There's a man," and I look up, and he's just like loading his crossbow at me, and I'm like, "Oh no,
Where's my?
I'm not prepared for this."
No, I picture you put on the goggles, and then you're like, guys, where's my goggles? Like it's like that classic goggles.
So
They're on your head.
Bastion is dead last. Veo.
As usual.
I'm gonna stab Ryan.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Oh,
So the man with the crossbow
Ryan.
loads the crossbow. He's first to act, and catches a bit of flint, lights the crossbow up, and fires down at the body.
No!
He hits.
Oh, it's a good thing my goggles are on.
Pluto, you're in the impact zone. So I'm gonna have you roll a d6, and on anything but a 1, it ignites.
4.
Okay, there is a thunderous explosion as the barrel of gunpowder ignites.
It's
And-
a man.
You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Go, Pluto, come on.
You have a thing, don't you? You have things that help.
I have hopefully so many things. This explosion obviously targets only me, right?
I'll let you use the bonus because you are
it's
the
okay.
only one in the area.
I got a 19.
You successfully make your saving throw, and you only take 20 points of fire damage.
Now, can I?
Singe.
When do I get my reaction?
You can take your reaction now if you want.
So I want to use Shield Master and do the half damage, I think it is, or no damage.
Yeah, no damage.
So I'm going to use my reaction and just I hold up my shield. I go, it's a man.
It's like when Captain America gets like blasted and he
I do the
flies
tuck.
back.
I do the tuck and I just take
You
it.
jump and tuck and go flying back towards me.
Okay.
Up.
As that goes off, then from the other side, he leaps off down the other side of the building, and
Hello.
runs into the out and starts booking it.
Excuse you?
Pluto, you are up.
Am I launched back from the explosion?
You
at all?
made your save and braced it with your shield, so no, you're not at all.
Cool. I recall the javelin, and I
Yep.
just turn, and I can't see him.
He's over here. I mean, you could throw it through the building, through a window.
You can move,
I
move,
don't
Dan.
know how high.
I want to do height. My
you going
dad
over
taught
the
me height, so can I climb up the ruins? Can I get to the second level?
With an athletics check, yes, you can.
So I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna call it back as I'm running at this
Pull yourself up the
ruin with a 21.
You pull yourself up That's gonna cost. So that's gonna be your entire movement for this round.
And I'm gonna just try to huck my javelin at him.
I'm gonna give him +5.
Okay.
Because the shot's still not ideal.
And I'm gonna
Get him.
Roll in your tray. Just once.
once today. I'm gonna use precision strike
Okay.
and get a 15.
That is a miss.
Oh. I'm gonna call back and try again.
Yep. You throw the javelin forward, and it basically sticks right into the wall.
As he's running, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get a 26.
That is a hit. It sails towards him and strikes him as he continues to run.
And yeah, he's gonna take 10 damage.
Awesome. The javelin catches him in the side, and he grunts loudly, but continues to book it. Anything else you'd like to do, Pluto?
Man, I feel like I'm so. What happened? He's getting away. No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Next up is our first unseen threat. Sebastian,
Oh.
you feel a crossbow bolt strike you in the back.
Ow!
I
didn't look
get
that way.
a 22 versus your AC.
Oh, it hits me square in the spine.
Okay. You take a grand total of 20 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I get a 19.
You get a 19.
Yeah.
You successfully save on your saving throw, and another crossbow bolt strikes you in the back, getting a critical hit.
Oh no!
So this is a sneak attack critical hit. So this is going to be a grand total of... Oh, man.
Yeah.
So the base damage... I'm going to write this down.
And we're not using those old house rules.
Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, well, I rolled max on those dice, too. Anyways, so it's 12. It's going to be 40 points of damage. And I need another Constitution saving throw.
Woo!
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
12.
You fall unconscious.
That's not great.
Unconscious.
Okay.
So I get shot once, and I'm like, ah! And then I get shot a second time, and just...
And I assume you're dead.
Yeah, you just see him drop down.
I like face plant into the pavement. Are they stone streets here, or is
They're
it...
stone streets.
nuts.
With a lot of mud.
Okay.
Yeah.
The goggles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The goggles protected me. Yeah, thank you,
Your
goggles.
eyes are fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We did not expect this.
Nope. Veo, it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
got this,
So I do I see the guy run? Beside-
You see the guy running. Yep. And from where you are, you could not have seen that Sebastian just went down.
Okay.
Pluto would have, but Pluto, because of where your attention was, where those shots came from, you have no idea. You could
fall.
Yeah.
Ow!
So I see this guy
bolts.
run right down the alley,
Yeah.
and I jump off the balcony and I use my claws and I like scrape down the building.
Cool.
Okay.
I feline. What time of day is it?
I'm gonna say it's the afternoon.
Okay. But it's like, I guess, light out.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feline agility right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I take my crossbow and I start trying to shoot him in the face.
Nice.
And I get 4
Run from
attacks.
this. Dodge this.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to go for it. So, what am I at? 13?
That is a miss.
Okay. Less than 13.
Also a miss.
Oh, 22.
Third time's the charm. You're like right up beside him. Finally getting him the third
Dodged
time.
her
It was
out.
too close.
All right.
A little too close.
Yep.
And then I get a each. 20 damage.
20 damage.
And I get 1 more as my bonus action for my crossbow hunter, and it's 13. No. Yeah, 13.
13, that is also a miss.
Oh.
So you just pew 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 pew, and only one.
Dodge.
And he looks back at you. You shot me. You shot me right in the arm.
Watch me shoot you again, and I my turn is done, but I go to just load things up and get ready for the next.
Sebastian, buddy, and you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
What are you thinking about? What are you dreaming about?
Dreaming about heroes' feasts, bathtubs,
And how it would really help right now.
and Caspians.
Okay.
Oh.
The guy right up in front of you, Veo, he turns around and stumbles forward into the street, fires his crossbow at you.
Okay.
Getting a natural 1.
This new armor is really good.
And so he stumbles forward, takes a wide shot, it hits the ground, and he's like, well, I guess I'm about as good a shot as you are.
Let me show you.
Yeah. And then he is going to veer down the street this way.
Was he based with Vale?
He was, but she's not holding a melee weapon, so he doesn't care. So, and then he's going to
Bye.
use his bonus action to dash because he's got cunning action. So he's going to keep going. Yep.
You can try to run away. You can try.
Alrighty. We go to Paluto.
So I'm looking at. I'm calling back the javelin, and I'm looking at Veo, who just shot a guy right in the face, and then he's running away again. But I'm gonna turn around. And I see Sebastian just laying there.
Yes, with 2 crossbow bolts in his back.
And I like killing people that are running away, but I think I like Sebastian just a little bit more. It's close.
Aw.
It's close, everyone. But I love my so I'm gonna jump down the
Wait,
ruin.
Whoa.
Okay, you jump down.
Revelations.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run to Sebastian's body.
Okay.
Can I make it?
Yes, you can.
And I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna rub some ointment on his face.
You're gonna rub some of the restorative ointment. Okay, that cures the poison condition, and so you are no longer unconscious, Sebastian.
And I massage it right up, in the
Does it
nostrils.
also heal
and
me,
in the-
or
It does heal you because the Keogatum's ointment or the restorative ointment, however you want to say it, I can't say Keogatum.
I can't even. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
it's
it
Blackjack Mel's ointment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, this one I think is one of the ones made by. Was this
Academy.
the Academy's?
Yeah.
The
Academy
Academy's
ointment.
recipe. Blackjack crossed out Amethyst Academy Old Man.
How much does it heal me?
18 points.
And then I'm gonna do can I surmise approximately where the arrows, the bolts are sitting
If you
out?
take an action to make a perception check, you can look around, but
I'm just gonna stand over his body
Okay.
with my shield, and I'm gonna be looking the way that where his back was facing.
Okay.
Kind of looking around.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay. So.
That could have gone bad.
Okay. So Pluto, a crossbow bolt hit you in the back.
What? Where are these
son of
guys?
Getting a 20 versus your AC?
That hits.
Okay.
If you go down.
So that's going to be plus the sneak. So that's going to be 20 points of damage.
Ow!
And make a Constitution saving throw.
You son of a... 24.
You are good. You're and a second shot rings out, getting a 23 against your AC. For another.
Do I turn around
For
to
another
face
20
the other
points of
bolt, and then I get
damage?
hit in the back again?
No, they actually as you turn around, it comes and it hits you in the front.
Oh,
And make another Constitution saving throw.
oh God. 19.
Okay, you succeed your save there. Now, because you turned around, because you didn't get knocked unconscious by the shots, you can see.
Ow.
Bolt here.
It's like a cheap Halloween costume. It's one of those, like, the arrows looks like it's coming through me.
What?
Or the bolt. What are those?
Neato.
You see two black cloaked men coming up from the second story of the ruined buildings, firing the crossbow shots. And as the second one ducks down, you can see that there's almost like lizard-like scales running up all the way up and down his face, and it looks like he might have like this tail swaying about. And as you turn around, the lizard-faced man leaps up onto this ladder that has been laid across these two buildings and into the building, and the other man leaps off the balcony also into the building as well, and the two of them are now out of your sight.
Rude. That's the rudest thing I've ever seen.
Veo, what will you do?
I cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action, and I bolt after the guy that I know is there.
The dude down the street?
Yeah.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Are you going right up to him?
Not right up to him. And just like 10 feet away from him. And I use my longbow, and I'm going to take 2 shots, one of them with advantage because of Zephyr Strike.
Cool.
Wow, that was terrible. A 5 and a 4, so 10.
That's a miss.
Ooh. No.
He
I missed.
tackles at you and been like, he's like, everyone said you were the deadliest shot in this city. You're pathetic. Sebastian, you are unconscious. It's your turn. What will you do?
I use Pluto to pull myself up. And
How you doing, bud?
I didn't see those two guys at all, so I have no idea.
Do you want to go hunting?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. I think I have an idea. If I move to these windows, can I like peer out and see Vale?
Yes, you can.
I am going to twin cast haste on
both Vale and Pluto. Okay.
So I pull myself up and I'm like, give me a second, and I run and I peer out the window so I can see Vale, and I just go and blast each of them. And what does haste look like when I cast it?
The wind.
A bolt of shadowy energy infuses both of them, and their eyes turn black.
Yeah,
and it's almost
that's
like
it.
there's the way that I imagine it is that, have you ever seen chronophotography? Chronophotography is when you take multiple exposures of a thing in time, and it creates that like motion trail. Imagine that made out of shadow stuff.
Yes.
Surrounding both of them.
Oh, cool.
All right, so you guys both have haste. You have +2 to AC. You have an advantage on dexterity saving throws. You gain an additional action each of your turns. It can be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
It's an additional bonus action. And just to be aware that it's an additional action, but you can only make one attack if you use the attack action.
On that attack.
Yeah.
And then
So I can do action, bonus action.
Yeah.
Still? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I move into the corner and like crouch down. And
Okay.
I'm just like, you guys got this. I've done my part. I have some bolts to pull out of my back.
Okay.
I've never felt this fast before.
Okay, we go
I've never
My
clunked
world.
to the top of the round with our first assassin Gab there. And he, seeing this shadowy energy infusing Veo, he's going to all out run. So he's going to double dash, and he's going to leap up into the building, run up the stairs on the second level.
This one?
Yep. And then dive out the window on the other side and continue running.
It's like an obstacle.
90
course.
feet.
It's like a...
And I will just give him some acrobatics checks. So he dives out the window and rolls out on the other side. There's shattering glass all through the streets, and he moves 90 feet as he dashes up, bounds off the walls and through.
And I can hear the shattering glass.
Yeah.
So I know where
he's not stealthy about it at all.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Pluto, it's your turn.
I want to return these bolts to their original sender.
Okay.
So I am going to Dimension Door with my new action into that house.
Okay, which floor?
The second floor.
Okay.
Are they there?
There is no one there.
Is there a downstairs?
There's a trap door that as you dimension door in, the trap door slams shut.
Son of a junk.
Burst through it. Cannonball.
Yeah, I'm opening it up. I rip it open.
Okay, you rip the trapdoor
And I have
open.
Ignatius out, but not on fire. But I rip open
You
this door.
rip the trapdoor open, and you can see the that basically the window out here is open, and there's no one in the ground floor either. But there's a single window with the shutters banging open, and the two of them are. And as you turn around, you can see the two of them are in the street, running away.
Get back here!
You're fast. Wait, there's also like you move double, I think.
Can
with
I
pace.
jump out the window? Can I fit out that window?
Give me an athletics check.
Yeah, your speed is doubled.
I'm gonna get out that window with a 16.
You come crashing out the window, and you fall on the ground, taking 7 points of damage and land prone.
I stand up
Yep.
and I run after them.
Okay.
I want to get to at least the first guy.
Yeah.
I can base them both,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, and then I just start, and I'm mad at this point because I don't like falling at windows. Okay.
I hate defenestration.
And then I'm gonna just start, and I crit the first one.
Nice. Nice.
So, what's the crit stuff?
Max damage on the weapon die.
So he's gonna take 24 damage,
Nice.
and I'm gonna use I want him to make a strength save.
Cool. He gets a 16.
He is going to fall down and take another 7 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack him again,
Nice.
and I'm gonna get a. Ooh. I'm gonna use precision strike on this one and get a 27 to hit.
That is a
Nice.
I wanted to make sure, and that one he only takes 15 damage.
cool. Are you using action surge to do all this, or
Those are just my 2 attacks.
but you use your main action this turn to use your dimension door?
No, I use that extra one. They use an object. one.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep.
So
that's fine. Yep.
yeah, and then then I just start wailing on him. But now I'm gonna action surge,
Okay.
and now I'm gonna keep wailing. So is he bloodied?
How much damage?
That was another 15.
15. He is bloodied.
I crit him again,
Oh my god.
so he takes another
I need those dice rolls.
20 damage.
So you're just ripping into the lizard guy. just tearing into him like nothing else.
And I crit him again.
What?
Wow.
Because I get advantage, right? He's on the ground.
Yeah,
And I'm just wailing on
yeah.
him. So then he takes another.
Well, he's very dead. So you basically knock him over and hack him to pieces on the ground.
And then I stare at his friend.
Okay. His friend, a grim-looking man who looks somewhat familiar, looks like one of the men from the Queen's group, like the Queen of Thieves group. He sees that, pulls out a vial from his belt, drinks it, and disappears.
No! Wait, he's beside me, right?
He is beside you.
So he just drank. Oh, wait, but it's. Darn it.
Yep.
What does Mage Slayer do?
It does not apply when you drink a potion.
Stupid
And
magic.
he he probably books it, but
Do I get a opportunity with disadvantage?
you have to be able to see somebody to make an opportunity attack against them. Yeah.
Bird.
He runs off.
Okay. I accept. And I'm just gonna keep hacking at the lizard man. Yeah.
Veo, you're up.
Double movement.
So I'm gonna use my. So it's because of this I get 3 attacks. Is that correct? If I use it for an attack,
Yeah.
and then I get a bonus action.
Yeah,
as well?
you could make 4 attacks total.
But I want to use my bonus action for Zephyr Strike. Again.
Okay.
Because I really need that advantage right now, based on how I'm rolling, and I get. So that means I get 90 feet of movement.
So you can catch up to him.
I'm gonna catch up to him.
Shoot him in the face again.
I'm gonna try to shoot him in the face 3 times. So I got my one with the Zephyr Strike advantage. I crit!
Yay! We're back on top.
We're back on top. Oh, was that 3 crits?
I had 3 crits.
4 crits.
One on but the 2 advantages really helped.
Longbow.
So max plus dice.
Oh,
Oh, I was just doing max damage on 1 dice plus my bonus, and then I was rolling the second dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was.
okay. So I'm adding
Max your weapon damage. And then double your...
And then I didn't add my plus 7 again.
No, you only add
you'll
that
once.
only add your mods once.
12 plus.
I think he's probably going to be pretty dead.
Can I not kill him though? Can I just shoot him in the legs?
With ranged attacks, you can't... Yeah, it's
can't
got to
choose
be a
it?
melee attack.
Okay, never mind then. He's
Oh, I didn't even think
he's
about
really
that.
dead.
You could shoot him in the knee.
No, 26
Heal him.
plus
Heal him immediately.
17
I can raise him his dead.
plus.
That's already enough.
Like, is this my max?
There's no kill like overkill, and this is...
He did-
definitely
You
he
a-
shoot him once and he goes down, and then you're just standing over him like...
Basically, you rush back around the back of the street, and as he just turns the corner, he just looks back for a small moment, and the shot just hits him right in the eye, and he goes spinning around and splays out in the street.
59 damage.
There it is.
59 damage.
Bam.
And I say, sorry, who says I'm I'm a bad shot? Not you. And I go up and I kick him. Say, and I kick him a couple times because I'm angry. I'm like, you killed my friends. Ah!
Yeah, and then use them as a bomb.
Yeah, I'm mad. And I actually pick up his body.
Yeah,
his
I'm
arm, and I
dragging-
start dragging him towards
I
where they
dragged
were.
the lizard body back to Sebastian.
And I come out of the rubble, and I'm like, good job, guys. Well played. Teamwork.
Guys, what was that?
I toss him over the
Who are these people?
Those were Queensmen.
Do we recognize the ones we got? These are just
No.
low. But the one that I'm gonna tell these guys about the other dude.
It was
I
the
don't think-
older man that was in the group.
It's gotta be.
It's
Was he?
and he booked it. I'm pretty sure that way somewhere, but he took a potion and just disappeared.
Do you recognize him though?
Yeah, from when we were in the pits.
Each of the men that you took out, their equipment is premium quality. Like the engineering on their crossbows are high grade. The studded leather armor that they're wearing is master crafted. They're carrying well castle forged steel short swords and rapiers and daggers, and each of them has on their person, the two that were killed, each of them had 2 potions of healing and a potion of invisibility.
Did they also have poison darts or poison bolts?
They did have poison darts.
Or-
They fired a total of 4 shots. And one of them got away. So the lizard man has 3 of these poison darts.
Veo?
That can go in a crossbow.
They are poison crossbow bolts. Yep.
Veo, do you want to do these?
Yep.
Some of those?
Yeah.
Do you also want the invisibility?
Someone
potion?
hit by one of these poison
I'll
darts
take another one. Yeah.
has to make a Constitution saving throw or fall unconscious.
So 3.
There's 3 of them.
If you're taking the invisibility potion, can we each have the potions of healing?
Yeah.
Just regular potions of healing?
There's 4. Each of them had 2 potions of healing
Yeah.
and 1 potion of invisibility.
Okay.
And we'll just give Veo both the potion of invisibility.
Yeah.
There's 2
So
potions
much.
of invisibility.
So much invisibility.
2 potions.
Yes,
of
because
invisibility.
each of the ones that you killed
Do you
had
want me
one.
to take both?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can always, you can toss me
so
one.
invisible.
Like if we need it.
And then the crossbow bolts. There were 3.
Yes, because only the lizard one had poison crossbow bolts. The other guy, he did not have poison crossbow bolts in his in what he had with him. What he has on his person are it looks like his crossbow bolts are tipped with a little bit of oil, so that they would light up.
He was the
Oh.
yeah,
Can I
right.
take those 2.
checking the
Pardon?
Can I
houses
take
that
those
we originally.
You can take those, but the gas, like basically the oil that's put on them, will not like
It
both
won't stay.
all of these things. Looking at them, the poison on it will go bad in 24 hours.
Oh.
Use it
Yeah.
quick. We use it today.
I don't know.
Um,
I want to
Because
check
it's been
the
applied,
buildings.
because it's all been applied to the bolts already,
Yeah.
right? So once it's exposed,
Mhm.
it's not good for very long.
Can you put them in the bag of holding?
yes.
I don't know if that'll apply, but
Nothing
that's fine.
rots in Drakkenheim.
Just hang on to them. Like if the poison
doesn't
goes
apply.
bad, it's fine. But maybe you'll shoot somebody real soon.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, we
I am
might-
really mad. I need to
Take it out on someone.
feline anger out on people.
We're definitely targets now.
Yeah, it sounds like the Queen of Thieves knows we're up to something.
And one of them got away, so they're definitely gonna report back.
But they'll be looking for us, which means seeming will help.
Could we turn somebody else into us?
It's easier to turn us into.
No, I know, but can we also or no?
I think so. Yeah, they get to make a save.
Like, could we turn some of the hooded lanterns into us?
Yeah, I guess if they're willing to be us, which sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, it does. We are.
Do you guys want to take a short rest?
Yeah,
Or do we want to get back to the academy?
I guess we can. Like, are we close to the tower?
You haven't even. You're on the outskirts of the town. You haven't even got back to the Shepherd's Gate. Yet.
Ugh, so exhausting.
Yeah.
I would say, like, rather than rest here, we don't know who else is going to come our way.
It's true. Like, we can't rest right in the spot that we were just attacked by Queensmen. They know exactly where we are.
And there's
Alright,
two of
What
my
if we
people,
run
right?
into somebody
Pardon
else?
me?
2 of my people.
There's
Okay.
2 hooded lanterns.
Yep.
And as you guys are getting all your things together, the third one is dead. His body's been dragged and just dumped in the basement of one of these buildings, in the ground level of one of these buildings.
Will we find him or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we can grab an empty cart and
When
take
you
them back.
when you look at them, like they're still warm.
Yeah. I don't want to leave them out here.
Would any healing work at this point, or no?
All of them.
They need like.
It looks like all of them were shot. Looking at them, all of them were shot with crossbow bolts, which were then removed because you can like look over their bodies. You can see the crossbow wound, but all of their throats have been cut. So it seems like they were probably hit by those poison darts and then killed.
You want to bring them back?
Yeah.
There's a wagon right here.
That's
Yeah.
noble.
Can we hook you up to the wagon?
Yeah.
I also have a horse.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Do you want to use it now?
I don't know. Is
You
there,
can use me. I don't mind.
if you're willing to haul this cart
We'll
back
push
to
from the back. We'll push from the back.
Okay, let's bring these bodies back.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
So put them
appropriate.
on the cart and jog along, pushing this.
All right, you bring them back.
Yeah.
It's only a short walk from here back to the barracks, and you're able to turn over the 3 that fell, and the lieutenant commander says, "What happened?"
We were ambushed on our way back, and these soldiers were used as bait to bring us out.
They're bait. Who ambushed you?
It's the Queen of Thieves. Her men.
Did you kill them?
One got away.
It's bad. How did it go down?
Well, I shot one in the face. As usual.
I
They
chased
use
the
these
other
3 as
two,
bait.
but yeah.
This
One
means
got
that
away.
they're listening to the details. Lord Commander, you 3 are going to need to tread carefully. With all the trouble that you've been getting into. Well, actually, you haven't. This is the first time that you've spoken to the lieutenant commander since everything else went down.
Yeah.
He says, I heard about what happened in the city yesterday.
Ooh, everyone heard. Ooh.
It was unfortunate.
Ansem reported it to me.
Yeah. I sent him back. Unfortunately, they did not back down when we told them to. When they felt it was their duty to take us on.
So, the leader of the Silver Order here is dead. Silver Order will probably now be fighting us on sight. And the Queen of Thieves has painted a target on the 3 of you. She worked with poison.
She did. Poison and fire.
Yeah, they tried to blow us up first.
I want our men to scout only.
That doesn't follow. She put the explosives on our men. But then she shot with poison bolts that made you unconscious.
To us, yes. But she initially tried to blow us up.
Well, she initially tried to blow. They tried to blow Veo up. Veo was the blow up target.
Maybe she wanted one of us alive.
Well, they
I
shot
think
you
she
with the
wanted.
poison.
I think she wanted the staff.
She
And
must
that's why they tried to
She must know we have badges.
take you out.
Oh, and you. They tried to... Because you're wearing a badge right now.
They were trying to knock us out. They were trying to kill Veo. But we all have a badge right now.
Veo doesn't have a badge. She just has a title.
Oh, true.
I think we're working on something. I don't want to talk about it yet. But when we get back from the Amethyst Academy, I want to have a meeting. And I want our men for now to stay out of sight as much as they can. No more open patrols. Stay in the shadows. Because we
Very
can't
well.
afford to lose any more people. Not this way. Not this grimly. They don't deserve that. We need to head to the academy now. As soon as possible.
I'm ready.
All right. I'll recall all of our men and have them ready here at the barracks. Is another strike's coming, isn't it?
Yes. We need to move quickly. We need to move silently.
I'm not so worried about the barracks. I'm more worried about where the badges are. I feel like they're going to put more resources on us than they will on anything.
And that's why we're going in.
To the academy.
Well, I was going to say, when we go for the queen, we're going in underground.
Yeah. We're going
Where she's less likely to find us. I say telepathically.
Should we be maybe ditching the badges?
No.
No. I would keep them on us at all times. Even if we are the targets, it keeps us...
I'm sorry to say, but the badges are safer with no one else. You three are three of the most dangerous people in the city.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice to
And
hear.
Even here, aside from storing them at the academy, which I don't think that's a good idea, entrusting them to the academy directly, we're lucky enough that we have access to the Archmage's staff. But I wouldn't entrust them to anybody. We have 2, which is good. We need 3 to access the castle.
Yes.
The men that we faced, they had much nicer weapons and armor than the last time we faced the Queen's men. Could they have already obtained gear from the castle?
The Queen of Thieves has a lot of followers. And if she's sending her best men after you, then that means that she's playing this game seriously, especially for her to attack so openly and directly. She sent thugs after you before.
Now she's sending assassins.
And that was a crafty trap.
It's a good thing I spotted it.
Yeah, we really played on the old heartstrings there. We'll have to be much more aware as we traverse the city now.
Nowhere is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go to the Academy Tower, I guess.
Nowhere safe from us.
Yeah.
The
Except
Academy is one of the fewer safer places, given how difficult it is to access it. You know, we don't even know. We're doing our best to keep things secure here, but the potential for any sort of infiltration is still possible here at the barracks. So, as the circumstances are, I'm keeping everyone on a needs-to-know basis only.
I think that's appropriate.
Make sure to keep your eyes on those latrine tubes. They're your weak point, you know. Also, people with crafty disguises.
That said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Queen of Thieves had contacts and had resources outside the city that she's capable of calling in now. She's well connected. If she's as smart as she is, and she is, it's possible there could be other nobles, merchants that don't even know who they're dealing with. The Queen of Thieves has had run to plunder whatever she wishes in Drakkenheim, and who knows what treasures she's found, and through her contacts has sold back. So the fact that they have good equipment doesn't surprise me.
Eldor.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
I can't be mad at Eldor. I mean, he's just doing his job, right? He just sells gear.
He's just a weapons dealer. Like, he's
off to make a buck.
You know, when you're hanging out in the town and there's a war about to happen, he's probably making so much bank right now.
But maybe that's a problem for us.
We're not shutting. I'm not adding Eldor the Immense to our. I don't want to deal with. Did you see like the people that guard Eldor? That's a headache.
All I'm saying is like maybe we could convince him to. Maybe we buy so much from him that he doesn't need to sell to anyone else.
I do have some patches filled with gems.
Gem patches. Give him your coat.
We do need money.
I like this coat.
It's just something to think about if we're gonna be fighting on these two fronts.
Speaking of money, Do you have any?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, what supplies do you need?
Well, we need men. We need materials. And if you have money, money talks. I could send... we could send some of our men outside Drakkenheim and hire mercenaries.
I don't know if that's the kind of help we want right now. We're kind of fighting mercenaries.
No, there's different types of mercenaries. We need all the help we can get.
It's possible that we could buy the allegiance of some of the dukes and other lords, and with a significant enough investment, convince some of the nearby neighbors to commit men.
What are we thinking? Like 10 gold? 20? 30?
Going as high as
300. Nice.
Well, if we're going on the rates of soldiers at active duty, I would need 2 gold pieces per man per day.
How many days do you think it'll take you to get there?
We need soldiers for at least a month.
So 60 gold, a soldier. We could recruit a sizable army.
6,000 gold buys us a regiment of 100 men.
Whoa.
I open up my coat and I grab one of the patches that has a little picture of 10 gems on it. And I rip it off and slam a bag of gems down.
Bam.
And I'm just like, this should be about 1,000 gold worth of gems here. You can use that.
Excellent. This will help a lot.
I have 350 gold that I can add.
Do we also want magic items?
I mean,
You do what you want with your money.
I just have to say, the
One team
Amethyst
wondering-
Academy's prices for some of their artifacts, you can buy an army. Don't underestimate that.
Don't underestimate the power of an artifact.
I don't. But it's not as cut and dry a decision. The Crown of Westamar, and for quite a while, we've had to make this. I've made these decisions before about whether to purchase equipment through the Academy to equip frontline soldiers. But right now, the 3 of you are very well equipped.
I'm your artillery, so I don't know if we need many more artifacts than me.
But again, the 3 of you are a fantastic strike team. You can accomplish much. But between you and the Academy, we can't hold ground. We need soldiers. We need people. And yes, once we get control of the castle and the throne, we might be we can call in the royal decrees and we can force the allegiance. But until then, money talks.
Also remember, and I agree with you, but remember that Caspia should be here in a matter of days as well. With their men. And also Witchcross was sending Eric and a few people. They're more diplomats, but we're going to have Brains and Brawn arriving soon.
I get what you're saying.
But that 1,000 gold should get us a small force, right? A pretty hefty force.
a sixth of what he said.
I'd say get us started with 1,000, but
I need at least 6,000 to bring anybody.
okay.
I'm not going to be able to get... I can't... If I'm going to send someone to do this, I need at least that to get things going.
I start reaching in my pot. I'm gonna bring out the amulet and I put it in a pile and I start bringing out old potions.
I'd say before we start, Pluto, put
Do
your
you
stuff
have any
back.
delirium? We could sell that.
We don't.
We don't?
Commander,
We don't have to sell it to the Academy. They
Can-
pay a good rate for it, but there's others that buy it. We've been selling to We have contacts that we've been selling it to for years.
Can you give us 2 days to think about it until we're back?
Certainly.
We're coming back this way after the academy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're coming back here to talk.
It's a fair trek, but I
It's like,
I have
Put your stuff
contacts
back,
out on the
Widow.
coast. Further out, there are others that are buying it. I think the Amethyst Academy isn't the only mage guild in the world.
Say what?
They
And-
literally, when they were taking me, they're like, "Welcome to the only mage guild in the world."
They're the only ones on the continent. But I have some contacts out at the port cities that have the ears in farther away lands. People that are interested in the delirium. People that'll pay an even higher price than the academy.
We're selling delirium to places all over the place.
Why not?
It's not contained anymore.
We've been doing it for years.
Okay. Hopefully they can handle that. I mean, I was putting my trust in the Amethyst Academy, so hopefully other people who are we just selling it to anybody who will buy it?
Are we Aldor?
I mean,
We're selling like chemical warfare to just like that stuff does some weird things.
Delirium
true.
is not.
but it's
But-
for our kingdom.
but
it's
for-
for Westamar.
For
I know you
money.
have good intentions, but we need to hold off on that for now.
But we also need an army.
We do. But give us a couple days to think about it. While we go to the academy, we can discuss.
I mean, technically,
We'll
we
figure it
sell
out from
to
there.
like this one group of people that make bombs with it. So, like,
There are
selling it
people
to.
that are on our side.
I know, but it's just like.
Hi.
Well-
I mean, we just. How do we draw lines in the sand? In
We know
these
your
scenarios?
allegiance lies with us. We don't know about the whole academy.
And I am Master Sebastian Crow.
To be
true.
fair, we sold way before we knew we were friends. We were selling. We were totally okay with
It's
it.
true. Now that you
Like,
say that,
like I really want to make this clear. Like we've been doing it for a while. Like let's just.
Like,
like-
literally, we came in here to get delirium to sell for money, so that
We did it like day one.
Yeah,
the problem is the
you
academy
win.
needs it as well. But we'll think about it. But for now, don't sell delirium to anybody else unless you let me know about it, please.
There hasn't been much time to do that, but if we give up on some of our contacts, Lord Commander, we're going to run out of money, and we're not going to be able to buy supplies for our soldiers. If you want me to stop selling delirium, then I need money to feed our troops.
How much do you need?
Just running the Hooded Lanterns, the troops that we have, feeding everybody, trying to give the officers a little bit of a pay. I can go through the books with you, but
Okay.
it's a lot.
Sounds like we might need to keep selling delirium.
Yes. Okay. Don't stop. Connect with our contacts, but I would like a full rundown.
Certainly.
None of this under the table stuff anymore.
It's going to be a really boring day for you.
Yeah.
Just,
It
just
unfortunately
let me know.
is, and
There better be great snacks.
I mean,
Snacks cost money.
I've sold a fair amount of that stuff to Aldor the Immense. He supplies a lot of our gear.
I'm going to turn to Veo and just be like, do you realize that the amount of cookies that you've had the Hooded Lanterns make has cost so much?
Yeah, you've.
So much of the resources has gone to snacks for Veo. We've had this. They've probably had to double their delirium sales
Their
in
food-
order to keep you fed.
Nah.
Just throwing that.
The
out.
per diem per day is just wildly out of proportion now due to the new load command.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My snacking is not a problem. I don't have a problem.
She can stop anytime.
I can.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm not.
She's
You're
eating right now.
cookies right- There's like bakers putting new trays of cookies out, and you've already eaten 3 of the.
This is her thinking cookies. This is how she gets. It's her stress eating.
How to save money?
Okay. You know what? We might have to make a.
A small cut in the
We're
cookie.
going to the. I don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's go to the other
basically, just to give you a frame of reference. Effectively the Hooded Lantern's stronghold, straight out of the Dungeon Master's Guide, it's the equivalent of a large castle. And the Hooded Lanterns themselves are their own organization. It costs about 1,000 gold per day to run the Hooded Lanterns.
Fun.
And so, fortunately, they have deals that of basically selling effectively. That's why they've got teams out, because they need scavengers and they have deals. So there's a lot of that cost. It's not like the Hooded Lanterns have that in liquid currency that they can actually just spend at any given time. From what you now know as Lord Commander, the Hooded Lanterns themselves in their own vaults have probably about a week's worth of liquid currency. And they really, if you stop, the Hooded Lanterns will be out of supplies in a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We won't do that.
Yeah, right. They forage, they work a lot for what they have, but it's about 1,000 gold a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we
That's
won't
good to
stop
know.
that, but I want to know about these guys. I need to know what kind of deal we're getting, and if I can use it to make the Academy pay us more for our delirium.
Yeah.
Well, we got this other
as I
seller.
said, the Elias Drexel can maintain that and make sure that cost is maintained, but in order to do so, it's reliant on having groups of Hooded Lanterns out scavenging through the ruins and selling delirium to these contacts. As soon as you cut that off, it's...
So scavenge, but try to go in smaller groups. Don't cause a lot of ruckus and stay away from any thieves that you see.
Stay off the streets, kids.
All right.
Shall we head to the Academy?
Yeah.
Let's get there.
Okay. The journey...
Spargio.
Oh yeah. Am I gonna have to use?
Knowing that you're going back to the Academy, River's going to accompany you. And she sends out to the Academy to try to contact them that you're on their way. She produces the Aqua Expurgio. And it's an unpleasant trip. It's an unpleasant and uncomfortable trip, but fortunately you all make it there together. And they send a contingent of the Academy's constructs out to greet you partway through to make sure that you're protected on your way back in.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, guys.
So friendly.
And after a very harrowing set of bout of vomiting, and then an unseen servant hands you all towels. You are met by Eldrick and the remainder, the rest, and guided to your chambers. What would you like to do in your time here at the Academy?
I want to get my ring filled back up.
Okay.
Fill him the ring. And
Are we staying here tonight and then heading back? Because we have 2 days before plants, so we stay here tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody meets with the Hooded Lanterns tomorrow. We spend all the next day basically arranging the plans, making sure everybody knows their jobs, and then basically when the sun rises on the third on the next day.
Yeah, your new goggles are ready.
is there a ceremony? Or is it just like
they bring them out in a wooden case.
Should I
cool.
go get
Go
them?
get them, go get
Should I
them.
go get them?
Go get the new goggles.
Go get the new goggles.
You go.
While he's getting his goggles, I want to go around the Academy and I want to find 2 spells that I want to put in. Silence and Misty Step.
Okay.
And then I still have a shield on there.
Okay.
And I think that should be it. Let me just double check.
New goggles for Sebastian.
Goggles of true sight. You ready?
Woo! So good.
Awesome.
in true
style. Yeah. Very good. Very cool.
I can't see a thing.
You can't see a thing out of those.
Oh, they're not see-through.
No, they're solid. Yeah. So these are effectively a gem of seeing. Okay. They do require attunement.
That's fair.
Misty Step. And Silence.
Cool.
And Shield on my ring.
Is there anything that you want? If there's any I'll give you guys till next week to decide if there's anything else that you want to supply with.
Yeah.
We can review that next time as well. Are there any other preparations that you need to make?
During the night, I'm probably going to talk to my mother again before setting out. And other than that...
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that these two want to do? Because want to do in preparation for that? Because we could finish off with you calling Mom.
Heroes feast.
Heroes feast.
Okay. So before you guys leave the academy, you do want to have a heroes feast.
We're hungry.
Okay.
And Veo needs to stop eating into the Hooded Lantern supply.
Yep.
So
But it's only lasts for 24 hours, right?
yeah, we have to. We're gonna eat it as we're leaving. We're like eating it we're walking out the
I
door,
want it
like
to be the last
timing
thing
it
we
perfect.
do,
Okay.
before we leave. And then also, so next week we're gonna choose. Do we get our potions as well?
Yeah, you can requisition your potions and oversee any other preparations that you need to do.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you wanted to get going, Joe?
Can I have like River help send my dad?
The Caspian forces sent by your father will be arriving in the next couple, in time for the attack. So we'll be able to meet up with them. But what do you want to say?
Just want to like call him on the road, just see how he's doing. Make sure the trip's going good. We'll talk about traffic. So do they have to travel by land or over sea?
They have to travel by land.
Okay.
So although, yeah, because they've got to come up from the south.
Okay.
To get to Drakkenheim, but they've used a few of the resources of the academy as well to help this journey. So they're coming with a relatively small contingent of people, but it's fine. And just to clarify, I know you guys told the Rat Prince 2 days. Technically, we probably would need to retcon that to about 7 if you want all the things like the goggles and the Caspians to all be in place.
We tell him 2 days. He's waiting there for
He's just sitting there.
Are you okay? Yeah, just for the timeline's sake, if you want all those things to stack up together,
That's okay.
you probably got to spend about a week of downtime.
We actually totally said 7 days.
Yeah,
I don't know what you guys heard.
Okay.
If there's an edit or anything, but there was 7 days.
Yeah, can somebody just like put one of our voices in being like
7.
7
Everyone
days.
give a good soundbite. 7.
7.
Okay.
7.
That's fine by me. Just because yeah, I realize that it'll be a little bit longer for those things.
okay.
So you guys basically do have like a week of downtime if there's anything else that you want to do before this whole thing goes down.
I
Long
imagine
rest.
Sebastian is just standing outside like the forge and watching his goggles being made. Like, hurry up!
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, look at them.
I can't think of any. Guys, is there anything I should be doing?
I was like, go to Emberwood Village and like say bye. Oh no, my dad's at the barracks.
Yep.
Oh, we'll go see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say bye to him before I go. Maybe die
All right.
Nope.
again.
you maybe died on the way there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a way to send a letter to the
Maybe
Rat
that.
Prince.
I just maybe die. Every
Yeah,
And
that
Scritches.
if you want to get the message out that they need to wait a couple more days.
We need
that's fine.
5 more
Yeah,
sunrises. Thank
That's
you.
fine. So Sebastian, you
You
want to
whisper to
We're
us.
like, oh, we're already supposed to be there.
Call
Oh.
call up Mom again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and we're there totally. We're always
Yeah.
So
there.
I do that thing again. I sit on the floor
I sit on the bed.
with
We're
the
watching.
book.
Popcorn.
and I lift into the air. My eyes go black. Everything starts floating around me, and I commune with Mom.
Do you want to listen to his thoughts?
Yes. and I can I like listen? If you get really close to the circlet, can you?
I'm like right near his face, hoping that it will transmit the information to you.
River, give us the telepathy. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there and detect. Wow, 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 wow,
Okay.
wow.
Hello, Mom.
So the image of Lenneth Eventide appears through the mists and shadows and is fixated in your mind. She says, "Hello, Sebastian."
Does it count as a question if I ask her if she likes my goggles?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
then I
yes.
won't do that.
Yes.
I've come to ask you some more questions. First on my list, why did you make the mirror dimension?
It is my private sanctum, my shelter from the world, and it is yours now.
There's a lot of scary things in there, like a demon statue, a fake mom that tried to kill me, but the most curious of all, you have a clone in there. Is it possible that I can wake up the clone?
I don't need it anymore.
Oh. Why did you leave the academy?
I wanted to have a family.
Oh.
But then you gave up your own life for that family. Okay. Should I trust the academy?
He said, should I trust...
No more than anyone else.
Oh, that's a kind of just a blanket statement. I trust some people a lot. And others not at all.
He trusts us.
Okay, I'll keep playing it by ear. I hope this isn't a wasted question. This is it's 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is the last one. Do you know where Mouse is, the girl that I sent to hell? Do you know anything about her? Where her soul is? I really want to get her back, but I don't know how.
Her soul is in the clutches of a great demon, one who goes by many names.
Is that my last question? Do you know its name? You had a statue of it in the mirror realm.
Since you've got a couple extra days, I'll give you some extra questions.
Okay.
Let's just roll and see if you go insane.
Yeah, it's important.
Oh,
Because you go insane for 24 hours each time. There's a chance you go insane each time you cast this.
What kind of save is it?
It's an intelligence saving throw.
If you go insane in your room, I'm just going to leave.
I got a 17.
Okay, so you don't go insane the first time. So the second time, do you go insane?
Come on, go insane a little bit. Yeah.
It's a 5.
So you go insane on day 2. On day 3, do you go insane?
So we just leave the room for a bit while he screams into the ether?
Bye.
9.
You go insane on day 4. On day 5.
That one's good.
Okay, so basically, for 3 days, Sebastian is just screaming in his room, and all the mages are just walking by. It's like, oh, he's contacting other planes. Isn't he?
On one day, can you talk in like Sebastian thinks that
Your head turns
Sebastian's
around?
not here right now.
Yeah.
Spins around.
One day my head's just spinning around and Sebastian is not here. There is no Sebastian.
It's like, you see, you don't want any lunch or anything?
I'll have his lunch. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Okay, more questions. Do you know the demon personally? Or not personally. Do you know the demon? You have a statue of it in the mirror dimension. You say it goes by many names, and that is the demon that's holding Mouse.
What's
Do
the
you
name?
know
What's its name?
Its name.
The demon goes by many names, and I know a few of them. To the elves, we called him He Who Laughs Last. He is the god of death and laughter. And basically his name to the elves is actually like He Who Laughs Last. And in Elvish. And in Elvish, they would call that Aaron Thule.
Oh, I do know Elvish.
Some also called him the Many, and others have called him Orcus.
You guys were right. What sort of... why... You had that statue in the mirror dimension. Did you commune with this demon, this he who laughs last, Aaron Thule?
Yes, he taught me many things.
Right, I already asked that. This is on one of my insane days. I start just asking questions over again. Were you trying to fix the clock tower? There were notes by you in the clock tower.
No, I didn't see the point in trying to actually fix it.
What did you want with the clock tower?
It was merely a curiosity.
Do you know who the Queen of Thieves is?
No, I don't.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What about those diagram things that were found in your room? Who made those? The things that predicted the end of the world, or predicted the meteor. Who made those? Do we know that?
Wait, what things?
Those things that, like the
metal things.
The planar orreries that you found in the Archmage's
in
chambers?
the Archmages.
Yeah, who made those?
I thought you meant like in my room in my old house, and I'm just like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I want to know if can I have it?
I ask that they didn't predict it. They just show that it happened.
Yeah, but
Because
like,
you can't look ahead.
No, it just
no, but I mean, my bigger question is that important?
Can I
Like, do
gain
you
any
wanna-
knowledge from learning about the cosmos and orientation of the planets during the time that the meteor struck? Do you think there's anything to gain from that?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you ask?
How many more questions do you have?
I mean, again, this is you asking, so you decide if this is important.
I think that's your 5.
On day 2.
No, that was
like
day
that.
5, buddy. You got 2 more days to try to not go insane.
Yeah, you screamed for 3 days. I don't know if you remember. I remember.
Wait, that was 3 days? I thought that was like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Do you want to try another
Or
round?
infinity. It was either 5 minutes or infinity. You don't
I had
remember.
one more question that I wanted to ask.
All right, well, roll it. Let's see if you go insane or if you get to ask 5 more.
20.
Okay.
Well, 24. You gave me power. That's why you said that you sacrificed yourself to give me power. What did you intend for me to do with it?
So that we can work together.
What?
Would you recommend making a deal with Orcus?
So interesting.
The price will be very high, but it might be worth it.
When I tried to make a deal with him, he said that my soul was claimed by another. Do you know who claims my soul?
I do.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
Oh, you've been protecting my soul.
Does that mean she can use your soul?
It's my mom. She can use my soul.
But only on weekends.
2 more questions left.
Is the clock tower linked to the meteor? To your knowledge?
I doubt it.
Oh. And my last question. Do you like my new goggles?
Why?
I just need some approval. They're not ones
He
made
just
by
needs
Dad.
to talk to his mom. Do you love me? Do you love me?
I just want you to tell me I'm beautiful.
I think you look great.
I don't like that tone. And then she starts to fade away. And I'm like, bye. No.
You'll always be beautiful to me.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good. Pluto thinks you're beautiful. Don't worry.
Yeah, can you detect my thoughts?
He loves your new goggles.
Yeah, if you can't detect my thoughts, I'll tell you. I like your new goggles.
Thanks, man.
Do you like them or do you love them?
I really like them.
Like?
Well, I think that's where we need to.
Yeah, we can't get through
We need to
any-
wrap
we
up
can't
for,
really
for the day because
dive
the last day is coming, and unless you want to risk going insane on the day that you planned,
No, that's
don't.
that's
I
it.
love that you spent 3 days insane.
I want to I don't know. I'm going to make like a list somewhere of all the things that I did during those 3 days while locked in my room. You guys had to leave.
Yeah, and it was by choice.
When you guys came back, there was like everything was everywhere. There was like the bed was on the ceiling somehow. I was crawling on all fours on the walls. and
I
stuff.
imagine he'd written on the walls with crayon and is like drawing pictures of himself hanging out with his mom.
On the third day of consecutive insanity, though, it changed from crayon to blood.
I like the idea that every day too is
Where
different.
it came from, though, you don't want to know.
I don't even know.
I like one. I picture one day you made like a bunch of little ships in bottles, and there's like just a million of them all over your room, and then the next day they were just gone.
I didn't leave my room for 3 days. There's jars of pee. And
Oh yeah,
stuff, like-
But the thing is, every time there was a meal, Veo would come in, and at first she was just like, Sebastian, do you want your... Oh, okay, I'll have it. And then by the third day... by the third day, I would just poke my head in, see if you're still crazy, and I'm like... Oh no, it's mine. Okay.
for reasons you don't understand or you can't explain, by the third day, I had a really long beard. And it was like gray.
You lived 1,000 lives.
Your old man beard.
And then when I went back to normal, it was all like,
Yeah,
There.
normal again.
Well, thank you so much, as always, to our amazing cast, Kelly, Jill, and Joe, for playing. That wraps it up for this evening.
and a huge thank you to Kyle for working behind the scenes to manage the stream. Oh, yeah. And to our producer, Clay, for keeping us all organized.
And as always, a big shout out to Tabletop Audio for providing the ambient music. If you like our playlist, let us know and use it on your own games. It's a really good way to set the mood. Check it out at tabletopaudio.com. It's all free and it's all there for you.
And of course, don't forget to check out the links below for the Teespring store, where you can find all the Dungeon Dudes merch, including Troll Killer and Yes, Yes, Yes. Or you can check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
If you're enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, please check us out on Patreon. You can find it by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community exclusive for our patrons. So if you are a patron, please jump on the Discord, hang out with us, chat with us. We answer all sorts of questions there. And there's a really awesome community that's also super helpful. And they answer a lot of the questions as well. And they just have really good talks about all things D&D and nerd related.
Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel, where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for dungeon masters and guides for players. You'll also find all the prior episodes from Dungeons & Drakkenheim available for your viewing pleasure there as well.
Be sure to join us live next Tuesday when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
And they are now also available on Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. For your listening pleasure, you can download those and take them with you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the Dungeons of Drakkenheim.